the farm one.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about like the structures being off to the side. Like
Something about what?
something about the way that the structures are off to the side, and then there's like a bunch of stacks of structures all on the same side. Like the things the upgrades you get to your little like farm, they don't really deviate too much, I guess is what I'm getting at.
What do you mean?
It's built. It's like, well, this okay. I got this like chicken coop thing. I got this like cupcake making thing, and I got this like silk making thing. But they're all kind of just like buildings on my screen, so I get them like confused very often. So I just end up like clicking all of them back to back. Like every time one thing seems like it's done with something.
Okay, that doesn't make no sense, but sure.
Cause okay, when you're like too busy focusing on your geese and grabbing your wool and stuff, like I'm not focused on which building I'm clicking on. I'm just gonna click all of them. They're all buildings. But like with a pizza place, I don't know. Like I guess when you do the toppings and stuff, like
Oh well, no. I mean, you don't do that. You make cheese and you make, but it's pretty much. It's not as much pizza place as you think. It's not like running a pizza place.
Not like running a real pizza place.
Not even close.
What's the differences? Because the only things you've
just the type of ingredients you do, like eggs, and you make curd, and then you make cheese, and then you know what I'm saying.
Wait, you do all that to build a pizza?
Yeah, basically that's what it all builds to, is a pizza. I mean, it doesn't start there, but you know.
You have to go through every step of like creating the pizza.
Well, no, but at the end, eventually you do. Like first, you just start with eggs, like a normal, like the normal farm bill. You know what I'm saying? And then farm frenzy, and then so on and so forth. So it's like.
So it's like this. It starts off like this, where you have the chickens running around and you're grabbing the eggs and building stuff out of that.
Yeah, basically. Like.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be like a different style of game.
Why'd you say that?
I don't know, because you're making that one's about pizza. This one's about farm frenzy. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, like,
I didn't think they'd be very like that. I didn't think they'd be too similar to each other, I guess.
No, I mean it's still the same style of game. You still do clicking all the eggs and all the stuff, and you throw it in there, and you throw it in the other machine, and you take it out, and you throw it. That's all the.
I gotcha.
It's like just.
I guess I'll understand it like once I get to it. Once I've evolved as a farm frenzy player.
Once you have evolved.
I had like a subject I wanted to bring up earlier.
Oh, I got one too. If you don't.
Okay.
It's about science.
I'm gonna. Yes, go for it, because I gotta remember what mine was from earlier, because I didn't write it down like I should have.
So you didn't write it down. There you go.
I didn't. And that's on me.
What do you think's beyond the heliosphere?
Of the sun?
Oh no, the heliosphere of the universe.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna need a breakdown
like,
of.
Once a Voyager crossed, it crossed into the heliosphere. Once it crossed outside the Kuiper Belt, it went into the heliosphere, and once it crossed into the heliosphere, then it you know what I'm saying, it made
I guess I'm gonna have to pause my game for a second and look up heliosphere.
That's fine. It's like a.
I feel like some visual.
Go ahead. You can look it up real quick.
Oh, I did not know about this. Solar systems have like dedicated barriers, kind of. It seems.
Yeah, a multitude of barriers. You got the heliosheath and the
heliosphere.
Like, and then you get into deep space once you're beyond the heliosphere. But we don't really know what that means. You know what I'm saying?
How big is the helio? We don't know what it means. Don't we have like I hear talk of stuff like Andromeda galaxies, and we're just like a part in that, right? So like, do they not know anything about the Andromeda galaxy? Because they have like.
Well, that's a whole different another galaxy. Like that's.
Well, how do they know about that galaxy if we don't know it's beyond the heliosphere?
Because they can still see it.
Well, then isn't that past the heliosphere, or is the heliosphere like much larger than that?
Well, I mean, it's well beyond the heliosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's also like those images and those galaxies that they see are from the past. So I guess they could be like different now than how they see it.
Sure. I mean, the whole thing could be gone. You know what I'm saying? By the time we see it.
Yeah. Because it's like I don't remember how much they say it is, but like any star you see in the night sky is like 100 million miles away or so.
Yeah, way more than 100 million miles.
Probably like billions,
trillions upon trillions or quadrillion miles away. But like, you know what I'm saying? So like, getting to the Andromeda galaxy is without warp drive or something like that is nearly impossible.
Mm-hmm.
It just is.
Yeah, I feel like the only time like people will ever be in the Andromeda galaxy, it would be we've like managed to establish and habitate every other planet like well before that, and that would take
well before that. And then that's if that's if our
like whoever would be
before then.
That too. But like assuming the sun's still going and we have people on the Andromeda galaxy, whoever's on the Andromeda galaxy is never gonna get to see Earth. Like, it is that far out there.
Oh yeah. We're talking.
I don't know. Maybe they can figure out like warp drive type technology, but that's all super sci-fi. So it's hard to say if that's at all like. I don't know. With all the stuff that comes up with quantum mechanics, I guess never say never.
Okay. It's 2.6 million light years away from Earth. So 2.5 million light years away from Earth. So it would take 2.5 million years at the speed of light to get there.
Yeah. So
265 kiloparsecs.
We can send a box jellyfish. That would be the only living organism that has any potential to like even survive long enough for that. And even that, like, I don't know.
We would need something like bacteria or something that can survive space travel. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. It's kind of like that dino bacteria we were talking about last time.
Yeah, I mean, but like the heliosphere is something we can reach, and that's why I was curious as what you thought was and what was beyond it.
Like,
we don't actually know what's beyond it because
I guess. I mean, I've heard before that our solar system, because of all the spins it does and gravity and whatnot, it is like also consistently moving through the universe. And that kind of lines up. It says it's a magnetic cavity shaped like a comet. So I guess it depends like on which direction we're leaving the heliosphere. Because if we're leaving the direction, if we try to like leave the heliosphere through the direction, it's already like the galaxy's already or solar system's already moving.
Right.
Like it seems like the only thing that would be past it would be emptiness, because it's the magnetic. It seems like it pushes away like external objects while it's traveling. But if we went behind it,
well, here's the thing: like, if it's a vacuum, it may suck us to the next galaxy. Or
that's true. That's true. So I guess it would be what's beyond the heliosphere would be whatever galaxy it's like our or whatever solar system our solar system's passing by. So if you left the heliosphere and landed on another planet, you probably wouldn't ever be making it back. And I feel like that's a concern that should be considered if ever we did make it through the heliosphere.
We don't actually know. That's kind of the whole point of the theoretical.
See, that's what I don't understand. Like, how do we know about other solar systems, but we don't know what's beyond the heliosphere?
Well, because we can see the other solar systems from very, very, very far away. Like, when something's got the sun, the sun, what I'm saying, that's, 10,000 times brighter than ours. Yeah, we see it, but we don't know.
Oh, that's okay. But the closer objects are smaller and not as bright.
Well, specifically, there is nothing lit out there. So, what I'm saying, technically, it could be a space zombie goblin thing that eats it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason.
What, beyond the heliosphere?
Yeah, I mean, that's just a theory.
I suppose. I mean, if you want to take like the Lovecraftian approach, like that kind of thing sounds like likely.
That kind of thing would, like obviously, there's things beyond the heliosphere, and there's things that
like well before those other galaxies and solar systems. I don't know. I feel like there would be some of our space debris would be like probably the first thing I could expect to be out there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's space debris. You know what I'm saying, but well, maybe not, because one of the things is the Kuiper Belt it tracks all the things around it, and the Kuiper what's called
I don't know what you're referring to
the
here.
heliosphere is
Oh,
like 50,000 degrees Celsius or something.
yeah, which is really surprising that any of our man-made objects was capable of like. Well, that object didn't make it quite to the heliosphere yet, did it?
No, it made it into the heliosphere. We don't know if how long that is, or yeah, it's a roughly 2 million degrees Fahrenheit, 1 million Kelvin.
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like some people would say aliens, and I feel like when we're talking about space,
that's
like
certainly
what
enough to
what
melt
kind of
most objects. Maybe not diamond. No, probably even diamonds. Yeah.
diamonds? Can diamonds melt? I've never heard of that before.
But it's only 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit inside the heliosphere, and the helio sheath is 2 million degrees Fahrenheit. So there is
diamonds can survive between 4,500 to 9,000 degrees Celsius.
That's what I'm saying.
Pressure. So yeah, something like that could make it through potentially.
Yeah. There's a possibility, certainly the possibility of that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, how hot was the heliosphere?
It's
over 1 million Kelvin. Oh, but that's referring to the sun's corona. Inner heliosphere, yeah, 30,000 to 50,000. So even diamonds would melt.
30,000 to 50,000. Well, diamonds might melt.
Oh, that's 30,000. I gotta transfer this. 30,000 Kelvin. Kelvin to Celsius.
Your mom is not online. I'm sorry, baby girl.
Oh, okay. There's virtually no difference between Kelvin and Celsius, it seems.
No, there's about 2 million degrees difference. There's about 1 million degrees difference. If it's 2 million, it's 1 million. Yeah, it's 1 million Kelvin, 2 million degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, sorry, you mean between Celsius?
For Celsius, yeah. Celsius, it came out like 30,000 Kelvin is 29,726.85.
I was thinking Fahrenheit. Sorry.
You're good, but that means now I gotta see. Yeah, Kelvin to Celsius. Yeah, no, diamonds would melt and quickly too. It sounds like. It does say with high pressure conditions. I mean, traveling into space, yeah, pressure would still, even with it being a vacuum pressure, yeah. Damn. What? Now I gotta look up. Can anything survive 30,000 degrees Celsius?
What did? And it's for how long? You know what I'm saying? Because
that's a good point.
How long does it take to get through the sheath and into because that's where it's in the sheath right now, which means that.
And I imagine, considering it like encircles our solar system, it's probably much thicker. The sheath is probably much thicker than like the planets themselves, or denser. Like, and then it's like encompassing in all directions.
So yeah, so like I said, there's a real possibility that it could be the case. You know what I'm saying?
That it'll
inside the heliosphere is only 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which means a diamond ceramics could survive that. Interstellar space is 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which means it may or may not survive it. The helio sheath, it's just a transitional area. It can reach up to 2 million degrees. So depending on it, but if it's only for a very short period of time, I don't know, 2 million degrees is a lot.
Yeah. Even for a short period of time, like it's hard to imagine much surviving that. When I look it up, it says,
what is that?
This is for, where is it?
Can I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds?
Yes.
To make an art piece.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, baby boy. But yeah, so like, there's always the possibility that
it says even things like hafnium carbonitride and tantalum carbide melt like before even a sixth of that 30-degree Kelvin temperature for the heliopause.
Yeah. But yeah, 2 million seems like a lot, but 10,000, those the other temperatures are, and I don't know. Let's say it's 50,000 or whatever. 50,000 could be sustainable for a very short period of time. Like
yeah, so I guess the mission then would have to be to travel through it fast enough.
Well, it's going pretty fast. I mean, the object is like, you know.
What was the name of the object again?
Voyager 1 and Voyager 2.
Well, they both made it towards the heliosphere?
Yes.
Or yeah, interstellar space. And I guess that's what interstellar space must mean is beyond the heliosphere.
Yeah.
It says Voyager 1 and 2 are both already in interstellar space.
Yeah.
Wait, so what was the question? Is what we might find like when we get the information back from Voyager 1 and 2?
It's not exactly in interstellar space, but it's beyond the sheath, which is what we didn't think it would cross.
Oh,
it's like 2 million
okay.
fucking degrees. It's still in the Helios.
Okay.
It may be beyond that now. I don't know. I haven't checked on it in like maybe 6 months. So
I don't know. What could we find? Like when they start sending back data a little deeper into interstellar space. I mean, it like whatever we propose it could find that we wouldn't be aware of would have to be something smaller than like a solar system. So like, I don't know, stray planets without like a associated star. Any kind of life form, like even just finding plants, through Voyager 2, finding any kind of like microbes that I don't know if microbes can. Well, no known microbe or bacteria or like plant or life form really can exist in interstellar space, but those are known ones. So I don't know, maybe we'll get surprised. Because like anything short of those answers, I feel like are gonna be very disappointing answers for like a big breakthrough in space travel.
what do you mean, like that we're just stuck at it because we can't get beyond it?
No. I mean, like even like once we get past that, like anything other than like a stray planet or some kind of living organism.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like, is there planets beyond it? That may be, you know what I'm saying? Like we assume that everything revolves around the sun, and that is a general understanding of.
So what you think, like something in orbit around the heliosphere? Oh, I guess yeah, the heliosphere could have things in orbit that aren't quite inside the heliosphere. Well, no, because the heliosphere seems to be like the edge of the magnetic pole of the sun. So like anything that would be near the heliosphere but beyond
right,
it,
but there could be something beyond it that.
Yeah, and my answer to that was I feel like a stray planet that's not in the gravitational orbit of a star.
That was one of the things theorized. Like, could a planet just go rogue and break the sun's pull?
That's a good question. What was? And I'm not too familiar with this because this was just like a Planet X was like a thing that was observed at one point, wasn't it?
Right, but that was still within the heliosphere. That was not beyond the heliosphere. All those Aries, they're well within the heliosphere. Because, believe it or not, beyond Pluto to the heliosphere is a fucking... There's a bigger distance between that and there than there is between there and Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't know whether... I didn't know enough about Planet X to know whether or not it was inside the heliosphere. Because I heard about it, and then like I stopped hearing about it, so I was like, maybe that is like an example of a rogue planet.
Well, I mean, no, because it still has an orbit. We're talking one that has no orbit.
Yeah, I feel like arguably like there must like when a damn because planets form from like supernovas, don't they?
Well, they do, but I mean,
so then I guess like a rogue planet could exist if it's the result of a supernova and just didn't fall into orbit. But then shouldn't it get sucked into a heliosphere like anytime a heliosphere passes by?
Theoretically, it should be you know, then it should be within the realm of you know, theoretically, it should be within the realm of you know, the possibility that you know it's got beyond the heliosphere or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like that could exist, but
for what, a planet?
Well, yeah, for anything, but like
you know what? I think you made your point with that one. With that burp at the end.
Yeah, I mean, like theoretically that could happen, but
you don't think it's likely that there's anything like you find that unlikely?
It's the like I don't really know.
I don't know either.
There could
but
be
like,
a whole fucking other.
You're gonna ask me to hypothesize and theorize on like what could be out there. Like that's all I can give as an answer.
I assume when a sun. I assume when the sun takes and once the sun can take and what's the word for it? All right, like imagine the sun and it goes and it takes like it burns out. You know, that's what we see, a burnt out sun.
Yeah, but like a star as opposed to like the sun.
Right. Like what we define as a star, really, because the stars we see are I think already burnt out, or at least that's what they think.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be from so far away that yeah.
But imagine there's whole other solar system outside our solar system that surrounds it, like that orbits
like immediately around ours.
Yeah, because it wouldn't stop being orbitable even if it had no light.
Like a Gemini solar system, kind of.
What do you mean, Gemini?
Oh God, like okay. Are you suggesting like a theoretical solar system that's attached to the orbit of ours, but are both separate heliospheres?
Well, yeah. Imagine in our heliosphere, there's something else pulling you in other directions. You know what I'm saying? Like, say that's the gravitational limit of our sun, and therefore, after the heliosphere, there's nothing pulling against us. There's nothing pulling against the thing, or something else is pulling against the thing. You know, either one could be true.
See that's a little vague because you're saying the thing, the heliosphere.
Yeah, imagine imagine the heliosphere. Beyond the heliosphere, there's something else out there, like that. Say it's another solar system, but it's a solar system that isn't lit up. Do you understand what that means? Like,
I don't. Isn't lit up, like hasn't started to begin.
Either it hasn't started to begin or already finished.
Okay, like an already burnt out supernova,
say a collapsed star or whatever.
Yeah,
but you know there are collapsed stars that we can't see because they emit no light.
That's true, and there could be one not too far from our solar system.
Therefore, things could still orbit it. You know what I'm saying? Like it could still be orbited.
It can still draw objects into its magnetic pole.
Right. It may be weaker than ours or whatever, but But that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It would be neat because that would mean that there would be a whole slew of planets very close to us.
yeah, they're close, but maybe not lit up or. And like I said,
or
one
warm.
of the few things we do have is the ability to heat planets and emit light on planets that do not have the ability to have light. Because imagine we went to one, but it had all of our oxygen, things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it already had like the prime conditions to
right. But what it didn't have was light. You know what I'm saying? Like light couldn't.
Okay.
Then all you would need is nuclear generation. Nuclear power is one of the greatest. People just don't appreciate how much nuclear power really is. It has the possibility, like say our sun dimmed out and it didn't kill us in the process.
Yeah,
we could still generate heat, everything like that from basically the nuclear reactors on Earth.
That is kind
all
of
we
a
need
big
is
deal.
constant supply of uranium. We could emit light. We could do all that. Like, granted, it'd be a lot darker Earth, but you know, we can make artificial light. We can make artificial heat. We can make those things that are required. We can even grow things underground, which means that we have the ability to do things.
I see what you're getting at. Like we could resuscitate a dead planet that was destroyed by like a distant super, or I guess not even a very
just
distant
like
one.
Something that ran dormant because it doesn't
it didn't get like the jump start it needs to continue its like next step as a planet.
Right.
Or for dead life forms too, because that's all. Well, I don't know that we've ever like succeeded at well, we kind of have resuscitated from the dead. I guess there could be like preserved life forms or life form fossils on like a burnt out supernova planet, or I don't know what you refer to it in juxtaposition to being lit, but like I guess for now I'll just call it like a dead planet.
Yeah, like a dead solar system, not just dead planet.
I mean, I'd prefer to find like live planets. I think that would be much more fascinating. But that's
yeah,
also
but
like
the
sci-fi,
possibility of
hope, optimism.
The possibility of finding live planets is even rarer than the possibility of finding dead planets.
It's true. So we would have to assume, like, if there is a neighboring heliosphere with its own planets that get supernovaed out, it would probably be dead planets. Well, especially if it got supernovaed out. But if we have a neighboring heliosphere, it's probably not.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to supernovas. You can white dwarf out and not destroy everything in its process. You know what I'm saying?
Is that right?
Yeah.
White dwarf supernova.
No, it's not supernova. Why it doesn't supernova? It will expand. That's what our sun's going to do. It's not going to supernova, which means it isn't going to, basically set off like a big bomb.
I'm sorry, say again?
I said it's going to, supernova. So it's not going to supernova, so it's not going to send off like a big bomb. It's going to die out. That's what I'm talking about. What could be on the other side is a planet, is a whole solar system that died out.
Ooh, it could also be realistically optimal in that case is if on the other side of the heliosphere there's a neighboring solar system, another heliosphere, but it's not died out. Like instead, it's just like ours, but empty. Like they don't have an Earth equivalent. Because then, when our sun is on the verge of dying out, we could just hop over to that neighboring heliosphere, and that would save us time to look for like longer term interstellar solutions to like extinction events.
It doesn't even matter because we can literally, if we can do dead solar systems and they are wall-to-wall solar systems like that or within range solar systems, we could literally just hop from solar system until we get across.
Yeah.
Yes, in both cases, 2 million years to get, say even twice at 5 million years.
But my point was just being that if this like hypothetical neighboring solar system exists, whether it's dead or is still active and just uninhabited, like we can still utilize that in either case because we wouldn't even have to generate like our own like sun-like.
Do what? Yeah, but Kiki's wig.
I know, but Kiki wasn't watching him. That's why I'm off. Because Gabriel was screaming, and she came in here talking to you, and she was still out there screaming.
Well, then I'm going to make her, because the idea was that she was supposed to be watching him.
She came in here to ask you something. I was like, well, did you figure out what Gabriel was trying? She's like, no. And went out there to figure it out.
Okay, well, like I said, we'll deal with her. Actually, you can go get her right now, and we'll deal with her right now. We'll just call her from here.
Kick! Sorry, I'm doing that too.
Kira, why are you not watching him? Okay, did you get to him as soon as he came out of the bathroom?
I didn't hear.
I don't know what that means. You didn't hear him after you got out of the bathroom?
You got out of the bathroom and went out there to get food while he was screaming. You didn't hear him screaming because he was screaming when you were in here talking to him.
And you're supposed to be watching him just until Jamie gets up. That's why I said you can go to bed. It's barely 9 o'clock. It's not like you have to stay up late. You upside? All right, get in there, watch him, and if you can't do it, I will wake your sister up and she'll do it. She'll not be happy about it, but she'll do it until Jamie's done sleeping, which is what I told you. How are you doing on your farm, Frenzy?
I'm struggling with this level. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get a sheep in 2 minutes. I'm figuring out like some methods, but I think I just need to prioritize the bears more often is what I need to do.
It's all about the bears.
It really is. They are the best source of income. Like on the levels where the bears just spawn in constantly.
Yeah.
It's really like.
Would you get a lot of money? The problem is they'll still keep spawning, and then it's even more irritating because they spawn so fast. Yeah, you gotta then you're sitting there just click. You're just defending against the bears, which the dogs will run them away. But
yeah, but I'm not at the point where I was able to get a dog on the last one. I just didn't have a reason to because I'd finished the level basically at that point.
Yeah, but if you can get the money, you know what I'm saying, it's there.
Yeah. So. Oh, I got so many bears this time, and no space for them. I'll buy some space for them. They kind of paid itself off. Not quite. Oops.
You did what?
There we go. I got the bear skin. I just need to save up for sheep. Damn, I don't think I'm even getting silver on this. I was too busy. I was too reliant on upgrading things that ultimately didn't really need upgraded. I feel like this one is like it's a red herring because it starts off with like 18 ducks, so I'm sitting there trying to make sure I can get all the eggs I can, but I think the eggs just take up space and waste the bear income.
Okay.
And I feel like that's probably by design.
Well, it's the bear necessity.
Jungle Book. That's one of those like Disney movies that I hear everybody like. Well, I hear it brought up every now and then like I've never seen it, and I don't know what it's about. It just seems like
that's just Disney puts out so many movies now that Jamie loves them though. I love them too. Jamie loves them.
What, the new Disney movies or the old Disney movies?
The old ones.
I was gonna say like the new ones. Most of them are pretty big misses. Well, That's not true. Coco is good and Kanto is good. Frozen I didn't like, but a lot of people liked it, so I can't really call that a miss. That would just be a matter of personal taste at that point. But their new stuff definitely doesn't like hit the way the old ones did. But that was also at a time where animation, like there was no competitor, so I don't know. Maybe they're doing all right. All things considered, even now.
Disney, even back in the day,
like Dan Bluth and stuff, but like
no, even stuff like Attack of the Killer Bears, killing my goats.
Get the bears. Oh, I can't pick up items. Right. Oh, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? I do need to build towards cupcakes. Okay. For some reason, I just kind of like start with everything. It seems like.
Jackass.
Is this really my most efficient method right now?
It is.
Is building. It is. That's 200 gold right away for. Okay. But I'm also about to run out of water, so my sheep have nothing to eat. Did you know cats can eat eggs?
Cats can eat eggs?
Yeah, cats can eat eggs.
Okay. I mean, yeah, obviously, they can eat eggs, but...
Well, you went from, like, didn't know to obviously, which was kind of like my reaction when I found out. Because at first I was like, oh, really? And then I was like, oh, well, I guess there's no reason they wouldn't be able to eat eggs. But I don't know. It's just something, like, I started feeding my cats it, and they didn't really like it. They didn't eat it. They just went back to their dry food. Like, they ate it a little bit, but they didn't really care for it. Which I thought was interesting. That's not something cats eat naturally, so I had no idea. Oh, you have to get a bunch of ducks is the goal here. Okay. Oh, the cat automatically picks up things on the map for you.
Yeah.
I thought it just like procured new items like spontaneously for some reason. Okay, that's way more useful than I realized.
Sorry, I thought you knew that.
No, I had no clue, but I do now. Oh my heavens, that's too many bears.
Yeah, the thing is, like, there's kind of like two styles of playing this game. There's casual, which is what I do, and then there's like aggressive to beat all the times and stuff like that, which I don't always do.
And I kind of assumed I would lean towards natural myself, or natural casual myself. But now that I'm like seeing how many times, anytime I feel like I could make the gold star, I feel like I have to.
Well, there's a trick to it. Like this one, although I didn't make it this time, I realized that you can buy all the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally buy all the ingredients to get all you need.
For in the game?
Yeah, for in the game. Like not every level, but like this level has, you can buy And then sometimes you gotta. The trick is to buy. Like if you look up the order products,
Gold star first
cheese.
time.
That's the first time you got a gold star.
No. It was a gold star on my first try for this level, and this was like a harder level for me. Like, I got me very. I'm impressed with myself. But okay, you can order cheese.
Well, that's just one of the like that's a big product. It's already pre-made product, and you can order it pre-made.
That's true. Real cheese. How hard is it to make cheese yourself? From what I hear, is you just like put milk somewhere and then set it out.
Oh
for a little
no,
while,
you
like,
need like in real life, you need stuff like bacteria and stuff like that, and it's a way more complicated process than what people realize.
You need specific bacteria that you got to inject into the milk to curd it right into a cheese.
Yes.
Oh, that is a little more convoluted. Well, is that just to get specific cheese types, or like?
I mean, yeah,
like,
it's different. Different ones use different bacteria and stuff like that.
Well, what's like okay if you leave the milk out by itself and you don't inject the bacteria into it, like will it still form a type of cheese?
Will it still form a type of cheese?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess curdled cheese or something like that, like maybe cottage cheese or something. I don't know. But that's not real cheese in the like.
I mean, it's still edible, so like, but it is like boring as far as cheeses go.
Now, like on this game, like once you get your upgrades to your which is always what I upgrade first, you can do what?
I don't have money. Oh, that's right. This one I'm just supposed to get a sheep.
Yeah, but like you can do it has an auto well, and then you don't have to do that anymore. Just sprouts.
Ooh, that's massive.
Yeah, that's why I said that's why I always do that one first, even before like cages and stuff like that. It's just so populates everything. You know. So, and later on, you'll almost get enough money every time to do it, so it only matters like click, done. Because as the levels get harder, there's more stuff you got to do.
Jamie, it's a very sad time right now. It's annoying that I'm just saying it's sad.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by my.
I know your distraction.
Oh, I let him kill one of mine. Oops.
Let him kill the chickens. I already lost 2 chickens, so it happens.
Yeah, but like they're my only source of income at the moment, so. Yeah, I think I just sell the bears. I don't feel like it's even worth it to upgrade the vehicle for this level. But to get it in 2 minutes? Yeah, I feel like you have to get every single bear as soon as possible and then save your ducks so you can sell them at the end to make it in 2 minutes. That's tough.
Yeah, there's usually a trick on those real short ones, and it's like
the
stuff is already pre-made and you can just order it and done. Like that's the trick on a lot of those. Or they'll give you an animal like a pig. You can sell it for all the money to get the stuff that you actually need.
Yeah, and I think that's the trick on this one is it specifically wants you to focus on selling the bears.
That's you selling the bears,
and it wants me to sell the ducks that like it gives you at the beginning as well. I think I'm just about to be able to finish this stage as long as I don't lose one of my ducks in combat in a minute. I keep calling them ducks. I'm still like vaguely unclear on what they exactly are.
What, the geese, ducks, whatever?
Yeah, exactly. The geese, ducks, or whatever. Like, ooh, I can just sell everything here and win and buy a sheep. That's at least silver. Oh, we have to make the wool as well. Damn. So I'm not going to beat it on time. Okay. One more time and then give up on gold starring this level. I think this is what I do. Throw out, yeah, get that $500 start. This is a free refill.
It is nice that you can slow the bears down without properly crating them in a corner, and because it really gives you more time for like the cart to come back. I think it wants me to use the well less often too.
Use the well less often?
Yeah.
Why less often?
I feel like the amount of times I'm using it to keep the ducks fed, I'm ultimately gonna sell the ducks anyway, so I don't need to keep them at max the whole time. And I feel like me constantly refilling the well is keeping me from hitting that 2-minute mark.
You're trying to get it done faster. Yes, yeah. Sometimes that's one of the tricks.
Oh, I could have waited a little longer and then okay. Yeah, still suboptimal. But I definitely get the 3 minutes here. There's the sheep. So as long as the sheep stays alive for a couple of seconds. I actually want to upgrade to the storehouse just so you can make sure you're getting all the bear pelts. That does seem pretty big value. Five ducks. Okay, so mostly the ducks. Which we were talking about the heliosphere earlier. I don't know if you wanted to go back to that.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'll just because when we could talk about any topic, I was just that was the first thing that I was kind of understanding earlier when I watched the video about it, and I'm like, huh.
Well, what do you think is going to be on the other side of the heliosphere?
I don't know. I mean, there's possibilities in many things, but like I don't know for sure what it's definitely going to be.
That's the thing, though. Yeah. It's like it could be until we get there. It's a Pandora's box. There's no way to
but I mean,
one way or another.
I mean, we can eliminate certain unrealistic options. Like I'm pretty sure
it probably won't be a Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Well, it's like
probably we don't know though.
Like, holy shit, they got a Statue of Liberty.
Like, you bastards! You blew it up! You bastards! Planet of the Apes style.
Yeah, I mean, like, but when we're talking about that, there's always the possibility of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
what would be the most exciting answer to you?
I think something like an outdated world, because that means we can continue to explore beyond it. You know what I'm saying? Like planets
Yeah.
on the heliosphere. Also,
That would be cool. Just being able to just having a bridge between us and the rest of the universe that's like close and accessible would be pretty ideal. You were saying?
there's enough heat in the heliosphere. It makes me wonder if there's what's called in the heliosphere. If there's
antenna with heat.
Well, yeah, like well, we know it can get up to millions of degrees in the heliosphere. So, that's a really, really fucking warm. It's like a sun-like heating structure. So just because the planet on the other side, say there's a planet on the other side that's revolving around it, just because it's not, doesn't mean it's not warm. Just because there's no light doesn't mean it's not warm. And I don't even know if there is light. I have to look that up real quick.
Hold on, I'm gonna need that like read back to me because I didn't quite track or follow. Oh, there's no way this isn't enough cupcakes.
Okay, no. There is light and radiation associated with the heliosphere. Ultraviolet
light and radiation?
Well, it's got UV light.
Ooh.
That's what the sun's got. So
we're kind of...
Oh! Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say, that means we're not just getting like our UV rays and sunlight from the sun itself. It is like the surrounding atmosphere, the surrounding heliosphere of the solar system also would be providing those things to a lesser degree.
What if outside those heliosphere... Okay, say the heliosphere, it surrounds the whole
solar system?
Solar system.
Yeah, for some reason, like the brain for me wants to default to galaxy instead of solar system each time I mean to say solar system.
No, this is way out there. But imagine there's a big there's like a big thing.
Okay, I can imagine that.
And it's like a sun, and around that more planets revolve around it.
Outside the heliosphere?
Bigger, yeah, much bigger planets. Think of, Okay. Think of that being the sun, and then, instead of like Jupiter-sized planets, sun-sized planets all the way around it.
That would be really cool, actually, because that means if we did inhabit those, we would just have, like, even just if we can get one of those to be habitable, that's a second much larger Earth than the one we already have. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And that would be, you're saying, surrounding the heliosphere?
Yeah, like the heliosphere is just like another big sun. The whole heliosphere. We live within the kind of sun.
Damn, I've actually seen scientific articles that lead credence to that kind of
probably for that very reason. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That would be interesting, because then if we ever break through that larger heliosphere, what's outside that? A larger heliosphere as a sun with even larger planets surrounding it? And then what's at the core of our sun then? Smaller planets?
Well, they are smaller planets by definition, and they are smaller than some of the, like, when we look at suns, ours is a relatively small sun compared to
all the other
Stevenson.
ones.
What is it? Stevenson is the biggest sun, and it's like 10 million of our suns fit into their sun.
Really?
Yeah, hold on.
That's a lot. Yeah, wait, I have heard. Was it the
Stevenson 218, a super red giant with a radius estimated around 2,150 times that of our sun. So there's 21,050 around our sun. So ours would be a blip or a dot
inside of that star.
Yes,
that's true. Ooh, but the fact that we can still see something from a distance away.
Yeah, just because there's more, like maybe every galaxy holds these.
That's possible.
I mean, we're definitely thinking.
I'm trying to think what like the implications of all that would be.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that's 2,150 solar radii. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, I don't know what a solar radii is. Maybe that's like the core of the radeye.
what, Stevenson or
For
radii?
solar radii,
I'm sure
yeah.
that's radiation, but
Oh,
radii.
radii. Okay.
DII.
Okay.
RADII. Radii.
Oh yeah, solar radius is a unit of distance representing the sun size. So I guess using our Earth sun as like the standard metric of measurement for other stars.
Sure. But yeah, that would definitely be cool. You know what I'm saying?
It would, because that would give like endless possibilities, and the fact that like we can only see other ones from other planets and stars from a distance, that could mean that like if yeah, there could be like better suited planets for habitation, like closer to us than we realize, and that would be exciting.
Okay.
Or even like dead planets, like we said, even if it's just dead planets in that style, they would be larger than ours. So resuscitating those would also be of incredible value, and that would mean it could potentially be closer than we realize. Still like a long ways off from happening, but closer than like I would have thought we could expect for being able to like access more planets than just our current solar system.
All right, I'm gonna send you an image.
Okay, go for it. I'm waiting for my duck to lay its egg. There we go.
This is what our sun is compared to Stevenson 218. I sent it through not Telegram,
Discord.
Discord, yeah.
I'll check it. I can pause. It does pause the timer.
Yeah, pause timer.
Wait, that's so good for playing it casually.
Yeah.
Sun Ui Scuti and then Stevenson 218. That's pretty insane. Red Dwarf or red giants are the ones that are like on the verge of explosion, or is that when they're young?
Well, no, that Stevenson will probably supernova.
Okay, so it is closer to okay.
Yeah, I think Stevenson 218 will supernova. Let me double check that.
That thing is like it's massive, but it's hard to even just say it's massive because it's literally unfathomably massive. It's too big. Like you can't imagine standing on the sun, understanding the full scope of the sun, and then applying that to understanding like Stevenson 218.
Yeah, Stevenson is a massive supergiant in the late stages of its life and is expected to end in a spectacular supernova, though it won't happen soon in human terms. It's thousands of light years away, and its death will be millions of years from now. But its immense size and current unstable state, shedding mass and fusing heavier elements, show its path to fiery end, collapsing into a black hole.
So even that one, like as close to the verge of a supernova as I'm aware of any star being, it's still like way, way, way off time-wise.
Also, it's 19,000 light years away, so like it's far away.
It's not a concern for us, but like still just
yeah, I don't
the knowledge, I guess. The knowledge that there's that much time between supernovas. It means like it's such a distant concern for us. We're pretty much guaranteed to hit like space travel stages in our species' lifespan.
There might be light on the other side of the heliosphere.
I could see that. Well, okay, but we have.
Oh, I thought you wanted to open it for you.
Protect it for me.
Oh, protect it for you.
And Spencer's mad because he wants a ding dong, but he literally just had one, so.
You don't need another ding dong.
Yeah. Careful, You almost ran face first in the
But yeah.
But I assume you say that there's light. There does seem to be light on the other side of the heliosphere because there's like a study relating to that.
No, just
kinda...
because. Okay, even if it's supernovas, it will never get to us.
Good.
Spencer, let's go, baby.
Which that's not even like the aspect that I feel like is like the important takeaway there. The important takeaway there is just that like I feel like that means our species is pretty much guaranteed to eventually be able to come into this interstellar travel stages of
Right, but the reason why I say is just because we can't see the sun. I mean, like you can barely see our sun from Pluto. I mean, barely. It's like teeny tiny, and it takes.
Well, I say yeah. I have no idea like what our star looks like from Pluto.
We hold it just like that by the brushes.
Yeah, like you can barely see our sun from Pluto. I'm gonna send you a image.
Go for it, and then I'll tab and check it once I hear it. Oh wow, I made more than enough time on this level.
Okay. That's how faint it is from Pluto. Like as you look from each of our planets, this would be like it's a rough scale of what it would look like from our.
That makes sense. Yeah, it gets bigger the closer we are.
It gets smaller as we go out, like teeny tiny.
It'd be like as distant you get. Like you gotta look in the sky and really like look for it, kind of like the moon is on for us on here.
On the opposite side of our heliosphere, we may be able to move into more and more planets. Now, granted, it would take another. Let's say it's equally sized. I mean, there's no way of knowing.
Oh, I fucked up the level.
All right, hold on a second.
You're good. I fucked.
Talk for a little bit, chit chat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna default back to Farm Frenzy here.
But just talk about the Farm Frenzy or whatever.
Yeah, of course. But man, I managed to sell the sheep prematurely, and turns out I need 10 more spools of wool before the level completes, and I need to do that in the next 6 minutes. Or I'm sorry, the next 2 minutes now. While maintaining 3,100 gold. Okay. So I lost some money. Damn. Is that enough time to still get gold? I did stop producing. That might not be enough time. I might have fucked up. Did I need to buy a second sheep? That doesn't feel like it's gonna be enough time. Which I guess I should at least be streaming this because it's not neither one's showing on the. Oops, wrong button. How do I do this? Share. Screen. It's not streamable apparently. For some reason, it's the only thing on my computer that's not showing as streamable. Oh, it's not enough time. Did I need to upgrade it? Maybe I needed to upgrade it. Damn, I do got to restart the level, and that's a 6-minute level. And then the bear comes in. And then you sell him. Just like that. The second he shows up on your property. Shearing sheep is probably I don't see too many like sheep farms out here, but that's probably would be a neat like farming lifestyle to get into. If I understand, it doesn't hurt the sheep or nothing. You gotta like put them down or nothing. You just make clothing or sell it so other people can make clothing. One sheep would last a long time off of just its wool, I imagine. This one seems like it's pure micromanagement. Just make sure your money sources are constantly moving. Damn, all silk, all bears, 500, just like that. There we go. You do need 2 ducks to make sure you have like a good flow. 1 duck takes too long to produce. And then where's my wool at? There it is. Silk cupcakes out, 280. That's really good. It's like the deeper you get into it, it really does give you more tools to generate money quicker. So it doesn't really feel like the early levels where it feels impossible. And damn, already got 2 minutes left. That. Is it because I didn't upgrade the station itself? I don't see how I really could have. Maybe I could upgrade other things, and then those would put out more product, and then get more money quickly enough to do multiple spools at the same time. I have no idea. Maybe I need to be prioritizing the cupcakes instead of the silk as much, or the bears. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to go full upgrade on this stage. This might just be a silver level for me. That's oof. 440 on each like vehicle trip is a pretty sweet deal, though. I have nothing but wool.
Right. Did you solve the unified field theory while I was gone?
No.
Well, what good are you?
Well, damn. Okay. I was trying to shear sheep and sell eggs, man.
You was too busy to solve the unified.
Yes.
Shearing a sheep that much of a problem?
Yes, it's very pressing.
Like no.
No.
Get cotton swabs out of the deal. No.
What? Solve unified field theory? No, because I was too busy.
Get cotton swabs out of the deal.
Cotton swabs out of shearing the sheep?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you own a whole bunch of sheep, like, what else do you do with all the wool other than sell it and, like, build cotton swabs out of it?
That's my point.
I was talking, while you were away, I was, like, talking to myself about how, like, farming sheep seems like a pretty sweet deal.
How what?
Farming sheep specifically seems like a pretty sweet deal.
Not really. Sheep have a lot of problems.
Do they?
Sheep have a lot of problems. Yeah.
But shearing them is like one of
that...
the main things for it, right? Oh, I'm gonna get silver instead.
That's how we get wool.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is like shearing them, the way you make the money off them is like one of the things that's healthy for them. So how many other problems do they have?
But yeah, like I said, but there are, and there's different types, like if you want long wool or fine wool or medium wool. And there's different types of sheep you want, because like if you want fine wool, you want a merino sheep, and if you want long wool, you want a Lincoln sheep and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I guess you could start with one kind of sheep and then get familiar with them and then learn the others and do the others as well. Bakery 5 and solid plant 5. Okay.
And then like if you get a little land, you need to, but you can do it. I mean, like there's
it just seems nice, because like one thing is beneficial for them, and I guess it's kind of true for chickens, because like for chickens, if you're just like farming eggs, all you need are the eggs. So like, you have like the chicken's whole lifespan. Same with milk for cows, but with cows and chicken, people usually eat those. Sheep don't get eaten as often. You could have like the sheep for its whole duration and just generate more and more wool, since that's kind of the main thing people want out of sheep. Right. And for that reason, it just seems like one sheep could carry you, or like a couple of sheep could carry you a lot further than like a couple of cows starting out, I guess.
I don't know. There's no money in it. It says that Is there hope for wool in the U.S. agriculture, especially in the U.S.? There are notably rare high-end wool fibers such as merino. So find the niche. But I mean, wool prices are so low, producers are finding new uses for it.
Okay. So you'd have to get like a lot out of the sheep to get any kind of like profit margin for it.
I mean, I don't know if the milk's worth it, goat's milk or sheep's milk or whatever. I don't know.
I've never heard people be like, "Hey, have you ever tried sheep's milk?" I've heard that for goats. I've heard that for almonds. Never heard it for sheep, so probably not.
Show me the tit on an almond.
Yeah, show me the tit on a sheep. I think that's how that line goes from the ranch.
Yeah, no, he says, "Show me the tit on an almond."
Show me the tit on a sheep. $580 in one go. Holy. Oh, I gotta get 3 sheep at the end of this is what I'm supposed to do. Okay.
Not what I thought.
You were thinking?
No. Sheep can be male, and male sheep are typically called rams. Female sheep are also known as ewes. Young sheep.
That's right. I forgot that they have. Yeah, kind of like how deer have bucks and does.
Yeah, a fawn. But I put sheep have tits. I just put it in there, and then it was like all kinds of porn. Like
really?
Yeah. Like look. I
guess you just put the word tits. Yeah.
Yeah, I put tits on there.
I guess
like,
it's bound
was a mistake. Like I was literally trying to find the actual things for that, and what I got was a whole bunch of fucking porn.
I guess that shouldn't be too surprising, but it was surprising.
Yeah, but like everything on the pages were normal. It was like uncovering the truth. Do lambs have boobs? Udders. Castrated male sheep grow udder teats. Anyone have any? Sheep and goat udder, like normal shit.
I'm sorry, castrated sheep grow udders. Is that real?
I don't know if it's real or not. It's wicked.
Okay.
Credit, so, but the point was like it's normal discussions and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, when I went to the images, which was like to see a sheep habit, I saw first like some anime stuff, like porn anime. And then I saw a penis look like it was trying to do a sheep, and then I saw
Jesus.
That
was like first image results just for that question.
As a matter of fact, I don't know when that so far.
I guess that means that people don't have those, like, don't ask about that subject like we just did often enough. If it's that quickly to find like other results,
or people are looking for sheep porn, don't lie.
I guess that too. I guess that's true too.
And then it's just like, but yeah, it's weird shit. Like here's literally a guy trying to fuck a sheep, and I don't know why you would want to fuck a sheep, but sure, yes. And then anyway.
I think the real question is why would you do that and then upload it as well?
Well, why would you do that but not have it on the page? Like it's not like porn came up in the search. That's what I was looking at. Like, all right, if I was coming down here, it's Wikipedia, Reddit, about mall remnants, Eastern Alliance of Production of Cattle or sheep, Encyclopedia Britannica, like normal fucking sites.
Yeah.
Now, if it was like Pornhub and shit like okay, definitely got the wrong fucking thing. So when you go to like, okay, but if I hit videos, it's all YouTube videos about sheep and stuff like that.
Like, it all makes sense there, just not until like.
You ever notice how he chimes in at the weirdest moments? It's like, oh, they're talking about. I was just referring to. There's a guy over here trying to have sex with a sheep. and he was like,
Ryan, of all times, yeah, you come in for the sheep fucking conversation.
Cayden and I have been trying to reach you all day.
About my car's extended warranty?
No, I called the hotel, and they won't allow a third person.
Really?
Yeah, specifically, they will allow 2 people in that hotel
holy
room.
shit! I'm sorry. Yeah, you sent me 15 messages.
Wow, what a dick.
Well, the first one's about Dead by Daylight, which is I guess Silent Hill 3 is on there. They got Heather on there.
He was ignoring your Silent Hill shit.
Okay. As far as Johnny, I don't know. He seemed kind of iffy. He was just like, "Oh, it'd be cool," and I was like, "Yeah, we should do it." And he's like, it's the same answer anytime I try to plan something like out of state with him. Where he's like, "Yeah, it sounds cool," and then there's like no follow up.
You need to share. You need to share your screen.
Do I? No, I tried to. When you went away earlier, the window for Farm Frenzy, which I think is because it's full screen. Let me try unfull screening it. Maybe that'll.
I even tried telling the operator we were all like a polycule to see if that would work, and it didn't.
Really?
Maybe that's why they were like, no. They're like,
no, because I only tried it after they told me no.
No, okay. Like, fuck you,
I said,
freaks.
I was like,
what?
Even though they're both my partners, like, yeah, we still can't do that.
Wow. I mean, I guess I don't see why they would like make an exception for that.
But yeah, sadly, I can only have one other person in the hotel room.
That's all right, because we could just like afford our own hotel rooms for that occasion. What I really need to do is put in like vacay time for it.
You also need to buy the tickets.
Oh shit, that's right. How much are the tickets?
Too much.
If you don't have enough money, I'll buy the tickets for you. The hotel room's covered by me. Like, you don't have to worry about the hotel room. It's just the tickets you need to worry about.
Well, I got to worry about the hotel room for Johnny.
I was scared.
Okay. Thing is, I tried upgrading it. They don't have anyone in that specific hotel. You could try getting a hotel nearby, but like at that specific hotel, they don't have any vacancies.
Which that's fine if it's just like we got to find one nearby. Like I'll even do like a questionable, sketchy motel if like that's the only place that's available. As long as we got like a place for while we're there, we're not just outside. That's like the main
if worse
concern.
comes to worse, Dallas has a train system. DFW in general has a train system. So like if you need to like board a train every day to get there,
that's something you can actually. I've never been on a train before.
Yeah, it's not like a fancy New York, not fancy, but like it's not like a New York train. It's like
those really fancy, smashy, golden.
It's actually the opposite. I feel like that train's way fancier than the New York trains. It's like a double decker.
Yeah,
it's like a double decker train.
We're talking about like trains. Like they're talking about the subway stations in New York.
Yeah, it's like an above ground train that goes across the DFW area.
New York isn't exactly known for being classy with their trains or their subway stations specifically.
I'd say this train is nicer.
There is so much going on in my screen.
But honestly, sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, I don't even understand that.
Which what?
They're like free the nipples, and then they have this girl with the smallest breast in the world. She got really teeny tiny. It's basically just nipples. You know what I'm saying? No.
I mean,
what?
If you're saying free the nipples, I don't think it matters like exactly what kind of nipples or breasts are being freed.
Well, it does if they don't. If they have like, there's nothing to free. They're not bound by bras.
Okay, so you're arguing that they're already free. Well, I think they just mean like that sounds like
It's more about
the
like how
breastfeeding in
men.
public.
Not only that, but it's like sort of a double standard how like men can get shirtless and walk down the street, but if a woman does it, it's a problem.
It is not a problem, and I don't think anybody would complain. So I don't want to hear that.
What? If
I
girls were
mean,
to do
depends
that?
on. I
A
don't know. If
woman
you're
might complain, but another man ain't gonna complain. Let's be fair.
I don't know. I've met some pretty prudish people.
I tell them to put their shirt back on.
You tell them to put their shirt back on.
100%. Just
What
to
a
be
jerk.
contrarian. There's not an actual reason for it, but somebody has to, you know.
Somebody has to tell
Somebody
them to put their
gets
shirt
that
back. Why does somebody have to tell them to put their shirt back on? That just
But,
don't make
like-
sense to me.
But what I was gonna say is, find out if Johnny's going. If not,
Yeah, you're right. I should really do that before. So let me pause this. Thankfully, it does pause its timer, which is fantastic.
yeah, because it's a case of like if he's going, you'll probably have to book something together, which I'll pay for it. I have no problem paying for that.
We can take care of our own like costs on things, man. I don't want you to have
Well,
to like sugar daddy the whole thing.
I mean, I'm just talking about like for that hotel room because like y'all are also gonna have to like pay for all the gas and shit coming down here.
Look, just because Cayden don't
my card
like
is pretty good
women,
on gas.
just because Cayden don't like women doesn't mean he's putting out. Is that what you meant, Cayden? Oh, it's not what you meant.
I wasn't even the one
well-
who said. Ryan was the one who said it. Like, how you gonna ask me what he means?
No, you were the one that said I'm not putting. You said you didn't say I'm putting out. You're like I can pay my own way.
Oh,
Usually-
that's,
usually
that's
I
what
don't
I
want
like,
to
I'll
say
pay-
sugar daddy the whole
no.
thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll pay for
Yeah, sure.
Cayden's hotel. I'll pay for Cayden's hotel room. I'm not paying $1,000 for a fursuit for him. There you go.
For a furry outfit. What'd you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what he said.
Who would pay $1,000 for a furry outfit?
Oh, they pay way more than $1,000.
Yeah.
$1,000 is like what I pay for
Dude, some of the
my beat up
some of
car.
those. So most of those suits, like a full suit, costs like lowballing at $7,000.
Yeah, that's not a hobby I'd get into.
That's
No,
a hobby
it
you
isn't.
can't get into.
The last FurCon I went to, I spent $1,000 on just merch.
I went to a collectathon, and that was extremely expensive as well. And I got like very minimal things from it, but at those kinds of like
So
those
Sorry.
in Comic Con and those kinds of like events, everything's super
Yeah.
pricey. I remember Orlando Nerd Fest also was like guilty of being very expensive for the time for like very small like baubles and like just baubles.
Josh, did I tell you what my sister-in-law does for a living?
I have no idea. Does she make furry
I don't think
outfits?
that's come up.
My sister-in-law makes like so a lot of these furry outfits require like specifically for the masks and stuff require like these skeletons almost that you build the fur around. She makes those and other fursuit parts for a living. And like one of her masks, depending on the mask, can go from like anywhere from like $300 to $500 alone.
See, that's too much money to. I mean, I'll get why she does it, but like, it just seems like too much money to be spent on something
Well,
like that.
No, she sells those. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Well, she makes,
like,
but that means
somebody
somebody's
buys them.
buying. Yeah.
yeah. I assume that she sells them. That means somebody's buying them, right?
Well, maybe
What's
not.
up?
Maybe she's selling them to herself.
That's just weird.
Well, I guess then she would still be the one buying it. So no matter how you slice it, yeah, it does indeed mean that.
And my brother, and this is going to be his last time doing it. Both her and my brother are going to be at the FurCon, so you'll get to meet them.
That's gonna
Cayden.
be kind of wild. So you're not gonna invite Josh?
What's up?
Well, hold on. You specified me. You're not gonna invite Josh?
That's
I said my brother.
No, I heard.
He was just a smart ass. Invite
Yeah.
me to FurCon.
Yes.
Oh.
You going, Josh?
No, I'm not going to FurCon.
Well, hold on. You're Ryan out. Go ahead, Ryan.
But my brother's going to be there, and it's going to be his last time selling furry dildos at a FurCon.
Jeez.
See, I'd still
Alright.
understand the
I didn't know your
dildo
brother did
thing.
that.
But that would be like, you gotta pluck the stuff out of your hair.
Out of your hair?
I mean, out of your
Is that what
pussy,
you said?
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But he's trying to kind
Out
of
of your
get rid of all
hole.
his.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
He's trying to get rid of his whole inventory because he has twins now. So
Twins?
yeah,
Oh, right. That's right. And that makes sense, yeah. Well, dang. Buy it out, Ryan. Like, I don't know. That's what do you do if you can't sell all that? Like, do you go to a store? Do you go to like a Goodwill? Like, where do you even offload? Right?
Probably he'd put it in some sort of storage.
Okay. The people that work at storages like go through storage units sometimes, so that would be quite the surprise for them one day.
Just open
I think
it
that
as a-
alone would make it worth like keeping it as storage.
Honestly, though, if you could get a decent price on like a storage room full of like furry
Which, by
dildos,
the way, I don't know if we can talk about this on like streams because we got Twitch and YouTube.
Twitch can't. I don't know about YouTube. We'll know when we get a fresh strike.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm
My
not
bad.
sure we'll get away with the accidental thing about the when I went to this. I was talking like Google when I looked at the thing.
Oh yeah, because I forgot we did also talk about that, so that also would probably
I mentioned it a couple times.
the same way.
Guy thing.
The guy with the sheep, yeah.
Sheep fuckers. Yeah, you dirty sheep.
But I was gonna say, like, if you bought like a lot and got a decent price on it, you could probably make a profit off of something like that.
Who? Off of what your brother
Like,
did?
I'm talking about like if his lease ran out on that lot and somebody bidded for it. If you bid at a decent price for it, you could probably make a profit off of it. Is what I'm saying.
Probably anything that you have like in bulk. Jeez, are they okay? That sounds insane.
What?
The kid screaming in the background.
Oh yeah, he's just having.
That was like a strong one.
He's tweeting out.
He is. He's losing his gourd.
There was his yell of agreement.
I heard a what somewhere in there. Somebody got like perplexed for a second.
I'm at
no
Death
wonder I'm
Bros,
feeling
Cayden.
leveled. What's that?
I'm at Death Bros.
I am so sorry. You and your duck bros?
I'm at Dutch Bros.
Oh, what is that? A coffee place?
It's that coffee soda place I told you I'd go to.
Oh, that's right. They have like they had special sodas. They have something that like other places don't have. I just can't remember what it is. We talked about it.
Yeah.
They have a swig out here now where they do like the suicide drink where you just like mix a million things. You know, like a non-flavored flavor.
I wonder what would happen if I asked him to make a suicide drink.
I don't even know if that's a thing, a non-flavored flavor.
Well, how would you describe like a drink where you just go to the fountain, you just get like a little bit of everything? It doesn't taste like anything in particular, but it also doesn't taste like water. It doesn't taste like nothing. It's very flavorful. It's just a whole bunch of I don't know flavor.
I think you're just making stuff up now.
You're right. The technical term, if you want the official like word for it, is that it would be a drink with a lot of umami.
Umami? I'm kidding. I'm
Umami.
kidding. I know. I'm fucking around.
Well, don't do that. It confuses me sometimes.
He's
No
easily
joke.
confused.
I am. No jokes. What if I misinterpret it as being a serious statement?
Well, I'd say you're more autistic than I.
Oh. Ryan, comparison's a thief of joy. We can both be full value autistic.
I still don't know what I want. I'm probably gonna get like a smooth strawberry. That's their special right now.
What as
What
opposed to like
makes
a
the strawberry
jagged strawberry,
smooth?
right? Like they got sharp ones
Is,
that
is,
they
is it
plant
like
sometimes.
slicker than the other stuff? I mean, like what makes it smooth? Like that strawberry. Is
Cream
smooth.
apparently.
Wouldn't that make
Yeah,
it
that kind of
look
makes sense.
smooth?
Well,
I'll
it
make
does.
you
So, whoa, that is quite a threat. Ryan, Josh, I would not take that threat sitting down if I were you.
What'd he say?
He said he's going to turn you smooth.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting down.
What?
Next time Josh appears on stream, he's gonna have no hair, no beard, no hair, no chest hair.
He went back to the no hair twice. That's 100% like the main punishment, apparently.
He's just gonna rip it from my chest.
What? I'm gonna like put like wax strips on you while you sleep and then rip them all off at the same time.
Sheesh.
That sounds crazy to me.
That sounds like tedious. Like, are you really gonna break into his house and do all that while he sleeps just to get back at him? Like, that doesn't even really seem worth it at that point, to be honest. Gold medal. Let's go.
That looked like silver to me.
Okay, there's a lot of
So
silver for that
derailed.
one.
We so derailed from our conversation earlier, Cayden. We
What about the
sorry.
sheep? You want to go back to the sheep conversation? Because I don't feel like
No!
that really needs touched on too much.
The space one.
Oh, the heliosphere. Yes, Ryan.
We're off the
Yes.
spectrum.
Okay. I don't even know how to word this in a way that'll like succinctly cover what the conversation was trying to convey.
What's on the other side of the heliosphere is essentially the
Yes. Well, what do you think's on the other side of the heliosphere?
I don't know what the heliosphere is.
So like the sun has like a magnetic field around it that expands like to like the edge of the solar system where like the planets are in orbit of it, and like solar flares apparently like keep the heliosphere. It's like very hot and it's very dense. Like
Wouldn't it be
it's all
like?
about space.
Wouldn't you essentially just be asking me what's like what's outside of our solar system? Then
Yes, but also with the understanding that like the things that you see in the sky now are so far away and are extremely bright sources of light that it's not going to be like those. Like on the other side of the heliosphere, it would be the things that are close to us, but that we can't really see, like just by looking up at the sky or looking up at the sky. Yeah.
I mean, just like other planets and shit.
I don't make that correlation. How would you just like other planets?
See, because I think he's thinking what I was thinking, which is like I was thinking before you clarified, which was you mean like other solar systems? Like it would just be the other solar systems we pass by?
Hold on, I'm going to BRB.
Okay, he didn't want to have this conversation.
Yeah,
That's okay.
but no, so like
I feel like Dead Planets, Rogue Planets. I feel like some of the examples you gave are pretty good picks.
Yeah, like I think like when we're talking about like the heliosphere and what's beyond it,
Wait, I just meant to. Wait, why am I in this level? How do I get out of? Okay. But as far as what's beyond the heliosphere, I mean, I feel like we've exhausted a lot of really good like options and possibilities. Oh, this was the level I wanted. Okay.
Not very nice. What's not nice is you violating my nose. Not gonna happen again. Hey, but listen, now that you're up, why don't we just spritz the other nostril? Don't you dare. Okay.
do you think the sun? Okay, obviously
Okay.
Pluto orbits around the sun.
Yeah.
But do you think
Well,
the sun?
that
Do
might
you think
be
the
up for
sun's
contention.
range is well beyond Pluto's range, or is it just like a tacking tail? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, does it like land right on the edge of like where the heliosphere would begin?
Does it draw forces, or is the sun's range well beyond?
Does it draw forces? I don't quite follow.
Okay, okay. Obviously, Jupiter has a big draw on it force wise. It's a big planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's got a stronger pull than like Pluto would, I imagine.
Sure, but and that pulls into Neptune and other things like that pull that pull it.
Yeah.
Like the Earth's range of what it pulls is considerable beyond Earth. And
yeah,
do you think
like
chain of
stray
planets,
asteroids get like pulled in every now and then, right?
Say it again.
Stray like asteroids get pulled into our solar system at times, doesn't it? Like that's kind of what Jupiter's or Saturn's ring is made of, is like the stray space debris that gets pulled into the solar system and like gets stuck in our solar system's orbit. I might be like way off on that. I'm not entirely sure that I understand our solar system as well as I wish.
Not good. No good. No, baby, you're not supposed to be up there.
The Alpha Centauri is supposed to be really close to us, and I mean, like within like a few light years.
No.
I think it's
Hey, Cayden.
Yeah.
I asked them if I told them if I asked them to make a suicide drink, would they be able to do? And they're like, they're not sure how they'd scan that, but they could.
Oh. Well, then just scan it as like a different drink, and then just go crazy at the fountain.
Yeah,
well, what do they give you then?
Oh, I asked for something different. I just asked them if they could make it theoretically.
Alpha Centauri A and B is like 4 light years away, which means it's you could roughly get there in like 40 years or something if we're going half the speed of light.
Oh god, there's so much stuff for me to manage all of a sudden. No, I actually need it read back to me.
Sorry, 12 years. 12 years? 12 years. Anyway.
No, I asked them to make me a. Dang, he's not happy.
Yeah, he's still... Hey, chill out.
I asked them to make me a flavored mocha, and they made me a raspberry mocha.
Ooh, that sounds
Bastards.
pleasant. Wow, yeah. How dare they? What were they thinking?
Okay. See, Alpha Centauri... Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to...
I got a strawberry mocha, which was really fucking good.
Strawberry mocha? Well, strawberry goes good at on anything, but don't tell my grandma that.
Anyway, sorry I interrupted you, Josh. Go ahead.
No. Well, we're just discussing like what's beyond the heliosphere in a way that, what
would be like the best thing to find, I guess, beyond it. What would be like the best thing to hope for to find in like interstellar space on on the first foray into interstellar space? Was like I think what the conversation mostly boiled down to.
How about this? What would be the scariest thing to find?
Oh, Jesus. Earth again? Like, can you imagine you broke through into the interstellar barrier and you just see the same planet you came back from?
Or maybe Pluto and then Earth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine.
Yeah, it's weird.
You didn't
imagine you go out and you just see another you.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's straight up like the Futurama edge of the universe, answer. But it would be scary. That's like the last thing we'd want, because then it'd be like, well, it just seems like a little disappointing. I guess if you want something out of like space, you're really hoping for like,
what is the Oort cloud?
The Oort cloud?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's a good question, Ryan. What would be the scariest thing to find?
I feel like having like that James Sunderland moment where he's like watching him. He sees himself on the couch. It's like seeing yourself dead as opposed to seeing like another you.
Imagine if I gave the Joe the answer and just said the sea.
That'd be scary too, because then like that raises a lot of questions about like, okay, how did we end up in Earth's ocean from outer space?
No, not even Earth's ocean, just a ocean.
Well, that is scary because if there's one thing that's scarier than space and like aliens, which actually there's a lot of things scarier than space and aliens, I suppose. But there's one thing that's like one location that has like scarier creatures than you would think could happen in space. It would definitely be in the ocean. The ocean's got a lot of weird ass fish and like sea creatures and blobfish and stuff like that.
It goes back to that whole thing where like the primordial sea.
What are you talking about? Like Sheol?
Just like like
primordial sea.
Different like mythologies and religions in general.
Well, the primordial sea, I imagine, was just like the Atlantic Ocean and stuff, wasn't it?
No, the primordial sea is basically the belief that chaos is sort of an ocean.
Well, it's vague. You can say a lot of things are sort of an ocean as long as you apply like liquidized like mental imagery.
I believe the proper Jewish word for it was Tehom. I'm probably butchering that. Yeah, Tehom.
Oh, okay, Tehom.
Yeah. In terms of what would be the greatest thing?
Right, I think your theme song kicked in there.
In terms of like greatest thing we could find, probably just like a planet with like good resources.
See, yeah, that's kind of what me and Josh's like answers had boiled down to essentially, is like a habitable planet or a dead planet. Who, Ryan did or
no? You did. You said it could be a Cthulhian monster.
Yeah, we could do the Lovecraft route. I do still think that's arguably.
I mean
like,
that theoretically goes to my answer for scariest for Tehom.
That's
like imagine if because a lot of these
Lovecraftian monsters would cover both like realms.
Yeah. Because like it goes back to the whole thing, like a lot of like Lovecraft monsters are like almost aquatic in nature. So like imagine if they're coming from this primordial sea.
Yeah.
Because not only would it raise a lot of questions on like what is it, it would raise a lot of questions on like how the fuck do we traverse this? Yeah,
exactly. Especially like imagining trying to imagine like waves, like ocean waves in space, like forces that just like push you around.
What?
Like that sense of like I don't know how I'm trying to encapsulate what I want to say here. Yeah, that'd be scary. Space fish alien monsters would be scary. I agree.
Please.
I beat Silent Hill 1 yesterday, speaking of.
Interesting. Go ahead.
Very interesting. How were the endings? Oh, I kept forgetting to grab.
I got the orthodox ending pretty much.
The orthodox ending?
I got the orthodox ending pretty much.
Orthodox meaning what in this context? Like standard? The normal ending?
Yeah, I consider that.
Whoa, his connection is going crazy.
Yeah.
You're going crazy.
Awesome. But no, your connection was like cutting out like crazy for a second there. I'm sorry, I have to collect, what are these, urns? I have to collect the urns now? What is happening in Farm Frenzy?
I don't know. Oh, no, that's milk jugs.
Oh. I have to get a cow in 9 minutes.
Maybe.
Oh, start with a cow. Okay. Oh, okay. They made it easy. Okay, that's fair. At least. Holy. Oh, but you were saying, Ryan, what is the Orthodox ending? I don't have space for the milk.
The book Lost Memories calls the Orthodox ending, which is just the normal good ending, because I think it's the one that feeds into Silent Hill 3.
That makes sense.
Like I don't think Sybil survives Silent Hill 3. I mean Silent Hill 1.
Sybil doesn't? No, she canonically does not. In the movies nor the games does she survive. Sybil does die.
What was I gonna say?
1,000 for the milk. Oh, heaven.
There's something else I was gonna say, but I fucking forgot. All right.
Well, then.
I'm going to let y'all continue on your conversation because I want to talk about something that'll completely change the subject.
Oh, feel free to change the subject, man. Conversations are ebb and flow. Like it, we've already detracted from like the heliosphere conversation like 5 times. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, you fucked it up. No,
whoa,
sorry.
Whoa.
No, I'm just messing with you.
You got a little bit of a point though, Ryan. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. See.
Yeah, that was mean. But valid.
What was I going to say? All right. I'm going to change the subject to Silent Hill because I think I have come up with a theory for Silent Hill that I think solves what the cult is and what they worship.
The cult of Taros or whatever, the with like white dahlia.
The cult, like the entire order.
Okay.
All right.
Go for it. It's been a while since I've heard like a Silent Hill theory. Other than like the one you had for Silent Hill 2's remake.
So, I think. Are you interested in this at all,
Yes.
Okay. So.
I think therefore I thought you're gonna go in that direction for a second. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of how to start this. Do y'all know who Samael is?
Yes.
Biblically, I do not. Or in relation to Silent Hill 2?
Both.
Or Silent Hill? No, I don't.
Samael is the angel of death, essentially. And in a lot of interpretations of... I'm going to change internet here, so I'm going to cut out real quick. Give me a sec.
Okay. I didn't know that there was like an angel of death. Seems like a very non-standard angel field, a non-standard realm for something like angels.
Okay. So, okay, you didn't give a full explanation to that.
All right, am I audible?
Well, he said he had to reconnect his thing for a second.
Yeah, I was reconnected to my home internet.
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So yeah. So something to note about Samael is that Samael is only referred to as the gods in 2 contexts, which is 1, when Dahlia was tricking Harry Mason in Silent Hill 1, and 2, something an outsider called the Order's God in Silent Hill 0. So this led me down a whole rabbit hole, and I've come to the conclusion because of this whole thing that what the Order in Silent Hill is essentially a sort of continuation of Gnostic Christian principles combined with bits of Satanism, essentially. So something to keep note is that, like, in a lot of contexts when it comes to like very much Talmudic and Gnostic lore, Samael serves as a sort of Satan in some aspects, to the point where he's literally called as Satan in the book of Job.
Huh. I had not. I was actually looking into the Book of Job recently. I had not heard that Samael was mentioned in it.
So, I think it was the Book of Job, at least. Anyways, so something that I found out about this was Samael was also conflicted with the demiurge. Do y'all know what the demiurge is?
I have a roundabout knowledge of it. I don't have a very concrete, like, religious context or understanding for it yet.
In a lot of
Or
old
any of those.
Gnostic, the demiurge in a lot of religions is literally just the creator of the physical earth. In certain Gnostic beliefs and Gnostic outshoots, it was believed that this guy was a bad guy because they were sort of one of the weird reflections of gods that the Gnostics used to believe.
Oh,
where
like the Kabbalah Sephiroth, like, ruminations thing?
this one's more centered around Gnosticism, which had a little bit of a different way of seeing it. But one of these aspects gave birth to the demiurge, which goes on to create our world in a sort of weird, hellish, in a weird reflection of Earth. And I think what the people in the order worship is the demiurge, essentially.
That makes sense because in the one book in Samael 3, they mention a yellow god and a red god, and they can kind of like split among those two.
Whoa, what's going on?
I thought that was your end.
No, it's not me.
What?
Something. I don't know. I heard like rustling.
Yeah, I hear a bunch of rustling and like background audio.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me pause it real quick. It's just Jamie.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, Jamie, come on. She had a stream time. What is she doing?
But what was I saying? Yeah, I think they basically worship the demiurge. And I think a lot of the sections are various sections of this happening. So, for example, in Silent Hill 1, something to really note about that is the fact that, like, the seal of Metatron is... So Harry Mason's looking for his daughter, and he starts seeing Alyssa make a seal. And Dahlia tells Harry that this seal is the seal of Samael, when it's actually the seal of Metatron. What's really interesting to note is that in some like Christian Jewish lore, Metatron and Samael are almost like rivals.
Rivals. They're like, okay, I thought you were gonna say they overlap.
And some they do. Some they do.
Rivals and overlap.
Yeah. They're two sort of opposites almost, or mirror reflections, depending on what sort of general beliefs you subscribe to. Mm-hmm. And I believe that like Metatron was called on to give protection to Alyssa, because the reason Alyssa was trying to create the seal of Metatron was to basically block the order from getting to her, which ended up failing because of Harry Mason thinking it was the seal Samael, and that Dahlia was actually against the cult.
Wait, I don't track on that. It failed because of what he thought.
So Dahlia basically told Harry that it was the seal of Samael, and that if the seal was completed, then hell would reign on Earth. And Dahlia basically tricked Harry for a long time, believing she was actually going against the Order when she was working for it the whole time. Like, this is a plot point of Silent Hill 1.
Okay, and so the Order is actually like trying to bring about the demiurge through that logic.
Yeah, and I think what they're specifically trying to do is bring about a sort of weird virgin birthing, almost like Antichrist-like being that's a sort of like an opposite of Jesus almost.
Right, an Antichrist.
Yeah. And the way they're going about this is by is the whole virgin birth motif, to the point where, like, I think...
Therefore I am.
Trying to think how to say this. Because she was wanting to have Alyssa have a virgin birth for the goddess, of course. There was something was
in the first game.
So, yeah.
Okay, I thought that was just like an element of 3. I didn't realize that was what was like going on with Alyssa in the first game.
So what's happening in the first game is that in Zero, you see them split apart into two separate beings, Cheryl and Alyssa, which Harry finds on the side of the road. He finds Cheryl specifically, while Alyssa
I
is
lost my
continuing
cow.
the order. And what?
I lost my cow. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. And the reason that the cult centers a lot around pain is because they believe that like the two halves of bringing pain to people will call the other half to that person, which is why pain was such a big focal point because first of all, the two main sectors for that you encounter in Silent Hill are the sector of the Holy Mother and the sector I want to say of the Virgin, which are in my opinion, what they are is essentially like basically Dahlia and Claudia's cult, both centered around the idea that bringing pain to Alessa slash Cheryl will bring the other one forth and combine them together to create the goddess. And I think that a big plot point of Silent Hill 1 was putting Alessa in a lot of pain in order to call Cheryl to her, which is why I think the cults have so much focus on pain and sorrow as a focus point.
Okay. I mean, it's a little hard for me to listen to it because it does get pretty esoteric, but that's kind of par for the course for Silent Hill theories. So, but I think I follow the stuff with calling back to Alessa through her other half through pain because it's that was the red god in the Silent Hill 3 book, right?
I can't remember. I haven't read the Silent Hill 3 book, admittedly.
Well, there's a book in the Silent Hill 3 game, and it's like it's a book in Silent Hill 3, like in the game of Silent Hill. So of course, it's kind of obscure to get to. But I believe that's what they refer to as like the two gods in the Silent Hill like backstory lore for that. It was the yellow god and the red god.
And let me do my research before I claim this.
Okay.
And I think a lot of these red gods and angels that work for the demiurge are essentially archons. So, like, almost basically demonic forces that worship the demiurge, that like follow the demiurge and were created by the demiurge.
Okay.
They were supposed to be
and demons and or archons kind of match like the demons and like Satan of Christianity.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I think a lot of them take on demonic appearances inside the game, and also alternatively, why stuff like the demiurge has light powers instead of like powers over darkness. Because like if you look at the incubator fight at the end of the first game, that's the goddess, and she's shooting light out of herself.
Yeah,
because it's a reflection of God, essentially. Or something trying to imitate God.
I'd have to look into it in like a written format. I feel like because I guess I'm not as familiar or as fresh on Silent Hill lore as I should be. Because I can't say whether or not I feel like that's consistent with the games or if that's like it's just been too long since I played like Silent Hill 3 and I've never played Silent Hill 1.
Okay. Yeah,
it makes sense with like what it tracks with like what I recall from Silent Hill 3, so it could be the case.
If need be, I could send you some if need be, I could send you some totally legal files to play it.
Well, no, I'll just probably like look up one of those like Silent Hill 1 lore videos, and then I'll learn a bunch, and I'll be like, okay, well, this does like add up with like what Ryan was saying.
Do you want me to? If you want, I can replay the game for you. Like we can have a stream night every now and then.
Okay, we could at some point with how we're doing these streams now. I don't know that I'd like have the time to sit through it. I'll probably watch like a 16 video anyway.
Okay, but
like that would be like doing a stream night for it would be fantastic, but I just don't feel like I have enough time to dedicate and like guarantee that, because we still also need to watch like Daima.
Yeah.
We still also need to. I feel like there's other games and
Yeah.
shows,
But
but like, yeah.
but like that's why there's so much like mix between them being like these supposedly holy beings and being associated with demons, because the demons in this world are essentially reflections of angels and God. Or like less like imperfect recreations of them.
I see that. That kind of makes sense, because the monster, there are like a lot of moments where like the monsters aren't exactly like just monsters or being demonic, because there's like Silent Hill's Pyramid Head is described as like a punisher, and there's like one point I believe where James thanks him, and that's like not something you would expect if it was a demon for James to be like, okay, this is what I needed from a demon. So like the idea
Yeah.
that they do reflect like angels as opposed to just directly being some kind of demonic force, that does track with like Silent Hill's storytelling style and like some of the other theories and deep dives into like the psychological horror. Well, not the psychological horror aspects, but like the lore, the mythos around the game.
Yeah. But that's basically my whole theory.
I'm with it. I feel like it makes sense with Silent Hill 2 through 4's like presentations of Silent Hill.
How I even inserted some Silent Hill Zero lore in there, which I think also fits.
That's
Like
true, but most people don't
he
really
was
like
he was
keep that
only
in high regard.
yeah, I
Mythos wise.
liked. So here's my opinion on Silent Hill Origins. It's all right. I like it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's not like the best Silent Hill game. Like it's below all the others, but like
So it's the worst one then.
try to think how to word this.
It's the worst of the Silent Hill like original games, but it's not bad.
If I had to make a chart list for Silent Hill, I'd probably put it on a C tier game.
Okay, and then what else? What other, can you name another Silent Hill game that you would consider C tier for comparison? Take it.
I mean, I can kind of just like rank all the Silent Hill games in my opinion if you want.
We could do that for a moment, but I withhold and I maintain the right to critique whatever your number one is. That's my only caveat.
S tier is probably 4.
Yeah, let's go. That's what I like to hear.
But I'm gonna try to do this in semi order. You know what? I have a game that's a solid C tier, I think.
Ooh.
Shattered Memories.
Really? The way you talk about it, I really thought you would have put that like in S tier, and I'm not gonna lie.
I want to give it a B. To me, it's a B, but like it's also not necessarily. It's a good game. It's not the best Silent Hill game.
I feel like it really kept. Well, I don't know, because there's a lot of like dialogues and interactions with people.
You know what? Fuck it. B tier, because the more I think about it, the more I like it. Like the more I think it makes sense for Silent Hill.
Yeah, that's like, the thing I was gonna say is the fact that you can't like fight the monsters. I feel like is an element that really aligns with Silent Hill. I feel like the therapy stuff is too on the nose. It was likely a big thing that like holds it back for people. For a psychological thriller horror game.
All right, so here's my Silent Hill ranking. Silent Hill 1, solid A tier. It's aged a little bit, and it also like it has probably the toughest puzzles for any Silent Hill game. There were just some sections in the game that I didn't really like, but I liked the game overall and thought like the story and stuff like that was super, super interesting. So A tier, Silent Hill 2, S tier, like that's like that defined the genre.
Even though it's like a mainstream thing to choose in like S tier, like there's no getting around it. It simply is like an S tier game.
Silent Hill 3 is. Ooh, this one's difficult. I don't want to put too much stuff in S tier.
Well, here's the thing: is if you're gonna like market, because I guess you have to define like the way you're doing your tiers. But if you could either do like
individually the game is by itself in S tier, and so all these like Silent Hill games do make S tier, or you could be like in reference to like other Silent Hill games, in which case like there'd probably only be one in each tier if you're comparing them to each other.
So I think Silent Hill 3, fuck man, A+, A+.
No, I would say go for it, man. If you feel like it's an S game, like I have like my drawbacks with it, but like it is still a iconic Silent Hill game. It is still like even I would call it an S, despite my criticisms of it in comparison to the others.
I have two main reasons why I'm putting it on A+.
Mm-hmm.
One, I don't really like how it sort of canonizes one of the Silent Hill 1 endings.
You don't like that it does that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the trade-off for that is you get like Heather's
you're
Birth
right.
of God
You know what? Fucking
storyline.
S tier. I do wish, but I'm gonna put like S- because I do wish they had gone into the more feminine angle more.
Yes, I do agree with that. I think that's the one thing that kept it from being like possibly even better than Silent Hill 2 was that it did not lean into it enough main plot wise. Like the main plot centered like was I don't know, because the main plot did still kind of center around that just going through like the order. So
Silent Hill 4.
oh, did Josh? Oh, that's right. He said he would be back.
Okay. Silent Hill 4 is S tier. I know it probably shouldn't be, but it's like my personal favorite Silent Hill.
I feel it. It's one of the few. It does like paranormal ghosts super well. I feel like, and there's like a lot of paranormal ghost movies already out there. But Silent Hill 4 really like put it in an interesting fashion.
Homecoming D tier.
Homecoming D tier.
Homecoming borrowed way too much stuff from the movie that I don't think thematically fit the game.
Yeah, I did hear it has like very direct references to Jacob's Ladder rather than like an inspiration from Jacob's Ladder.
I'm not even talking about Jacob's Ladder. I'm talking about the Silent Hill movie.
Oh, okay. That's even weird. Weird. I didn't know it borrowed stuff from it. I know that like Silent Hill shows up, Pyramid Head shows up, but
because like not only that, but like also the Order members, as cool as they fucking look, are based off the Order members from the Silent Hill movie.
Those did look badass though. I don't mind them canonizing the miners, Order members for like the burning coal mines or whatever from the Silent movie. Those guys were pretty badass.
They look cool, but like
drink.
It made a lot of stuff canon from the movies that I didn't really necessarily agree with. Like
that's fair. Like it does mess with and muddy the lore like by canonizing. Or rather, it does affect the lore, whether for positive or for negative.
Origins C tier, already said that. I like Origins, but like it does have its weird moments.
Who doesn't? Silent Hill 2 is weird moments.
Yeah, but more just weird. It's more a product of its time than other Silent Hill games. It's short for a Silent Hill game. Travis is kind of like doesn't have as much moments as I would have liked him to.
Like he's just like the player character, but he doesn't really have much of like an establishing identity himself.
He does. Thing is, he doesn't. But like also like he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. We know he's a nice guy. But the game tried to sort of muddy his like personal like traumatic past with the cultish aspects of Silent Hill, which didn't. It worked. It just worked out too weirdly for it to be. It was trying to balance it. I don't think it balanced it well.
I gotcha. Oh, cat! Why did you bump into my leg like that? Sorry, I was grabbing some milk and chips, and my cat just barreled into my shins.
Book of Memories below F.
Book of Memories. Oh yeah, it's just like an explanation of the game itself. It doesn't really like it does. It's the first game, but with parts taken away, right?
You're thinking of something similarly titled but different.
similarly titled but different. Okay. That
you're
one's
thinking
the
of
PS Vita like dungeon crawl game, isn't it? That's the one you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the Book of Lost Memories, which was like a thing the developers wrote about Silent Hill games. It's titled very similarly, but it's a different thing.
But the one you're talking about is the visual novel, right?
It's not even a visual novel. It's like a weird Silent Hill dungeon crawler.
Okay, that one. There's a couple of bad ones. The Silent Hill Arcade, I can't imagine has a fantastic story either. I think it's an isekai even.
What other ones did I have to grade? Silent Hill 2 remake, A tier.
Really, not S. Is OG Silent Hill 2 winning because of nostalgia, or did Silent Hill 2 remake add things that like mess with the lore, like in a negative way?
I'm trying to think how to word this. It's obvious that it was made by like really, really, really dedicated fans. There you go. Like they did a good fucking job. You could sort of tell it was made by fans though.
Okay, it doesn't. Is it that it like doesn't have the same tone or atmosphere? Is that where like the you can tell it's made by fans aspect comes in?
More so, they changed some stuff with the games to keep it fresh. Fresh, like new, like alternate areas, and then like made them into weird mementos. Like, for example, instead of seeing Eddie at like the bowling rink where he's eating pizza, you instead meet him at a movie theater eating like a jug of like melted ice cream with his fingers.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm not joking when I say that.
I looked away. I actually didn't hear it here. I heard like bucket of
like
ice cream with his fingers.
For example, instead of seeing Eddie at the bowling alley eating pizza, you instead meet him at a movie theater eating melted ice cream with his hands.
Which I think changing it up some is not entirely like a bad artistic decision, especially since they're going to be doing a remake and adding stuff to it anyway.
Yeah, I guess mainly, yeah, it could be.
It does make it more interesting. Well, I don't know, because those changes do matter. So like they might not have the same hit as the original. Because it does seem like it is a different atmosphere. It's a much more high quality game, like visually and stuff, but it is still like a different atmosphere than the original exuded.
Yeah, Silent Hill F, B tier. There you go.
What's holding it back?
The tone's very different from a normal Silent Hill game, mainly because it is Japanese in nature. And it seems they were going for a different sort of aesthetic over the original Silent Hills, which is a unique aesthetic that I like, which I could say the same for Shattered Memories, but I'll talk about Shattered Memories when I get to its rating. Actually, no, I rate it and Shattered Memories on the same tier. Yeah.
When Josh comes back, we gotta ask him his Silent Hill tier list because I like to hear how he breaks down the Silent Hill games. But continue.
Wow, I've been here the whole time.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I've just been hidden, what's called referred to as backstage.
Okay.
Just because I was just doing up some. Yeah, if you click on it says hide yourself in the session, it won't be recorded back. You won't be recorded backstage, which I wasn't trying to be recorded anyway.
I see. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know we had that option.
Yeah. So I've been listening to your whole time.
Okay. So yeah, I like Silent Hill F. It has a lot of good moments. It's way more Japanese inspired. Which I sort of feels okay. I'm gonna give a little bit of a spoilery example. Is that cool?
Go for it, because like my decision on whether or not I even picked up Silent Hill F was kind of dependent on like how you felt at the end of the experience.
Oh, I love Silent Hill F. It's just like it doesn't feel as much like a Silent Hill game as the other games. For example, the other world that exists in the Silent Hill games is more based off the Japanese afterlife than the conventional Silent Hill overworld, which it's still fucking cool as shit, but like it's not. It doesn't feel like the Silent Hill. It's not the Silent Hill overworld.
I gotcha. And yeah,
Like,
I kind of figured because
it's
they
cool
would take.
because it's like an accurate depiction of the Japanese of like a Japanese otherworld, which I haven't even seen in a lot of animes and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't think the. I don't know Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know how accurate like Yu Yu Hakusho's afterlife depiction is to their like folklore. So maybe that would be like another example. But past that, yeah, you're right.
I have seen like old versions of the Japanese overworld compared more to the upside down world than any place else from Stranger Things.
Everyone's asleep.
For F specifically, like their other world.
In general.
Love you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here.
Guys, before you do, I do want a quick breakdown of like how you would rate or tier the Silent Hill game.
Like, how would I tier them? Like, what was
Top
best?
Tier, first place, second place, first place. Plus, however you want to do a tier.
I don't know. The Room in Homecoming is fucking great. 3 is really good. 2 is kind of cool. I haven't played F, so I don't know F.
You didn't like too much?
2 is okay. I didn't like that little jail scene where the voice would go, oh, and like haunt you. I'd run through that thing real fast because I was scared of it. But
yeah, it had really good environmental like horror.
I think 3's puzzles were really complex, and that's what I liked about them. The storyline,
they were complex, but never too like unintuitive. I feel like. Well, no, because I got lost and looked up a walkthrough multiple times, so I guess I can't say that about 3.
I feel like Silent Hill 1 out of any Silent Hill had the most difficult puzzles.
1?
My brother's knocking.
Yeah.
That was pretty easy. You ever 3 had you could turn it on to hard mode, which I always did. Like you could turn the puzzle levels up to hard, and that's what I liked about it.
Like I genuinely can't figure out how somebody solved the Zodiac puzzle in Silent Hill 1.
Well, Silent Hill 1, the clues are in the game. I mean, they're all there, like really easily. But like Silent Hill 3, the thing that made it so fucking hard was, in a good way, was you could turn up the you could do easy puzzles, and then you could do hard puzzles. Like you could set it to easy, medium, and hard.
Oh yeah, they did have difficulty like levels for puzzles.
I believe Silent Hill 2 had the same thing. No,
I didn't remember.
It did, or it might. I don't know for sure. The original did, but like I played the Xbox 360, which had like the remastered version. I think, like before the recent remaster, and they had difficulty levels specifically for the puzzles.
Okay, I think I know a more concrete way to put the Silent Hill F thing. I rate Silent Hill F and Shattered Memories to be on the same tier for the same reason, where they're great fucking games. They're not that good for Silent Hill. They're not good. They're not. I feel like they would have been great games without the whole Silent Hill aspect, and they're not great Silent Hill games, but they're great games on their own.
I got you. They don't like quite match the original like 4.
Although I disagree a little more with Shattered Memories because I feel like with the director saying that Shattered Memories is a reimagining of Silent Hill, I totally agree with him on that front because like the whole idea of like what a lot of games don't get later on is the fact that like the snowfall was really prevalent in the Silent Hill 1 game, which is why I thought it was really cool. They brought like the whole froze the snow aspect of Silent Hill back in Shattered Memories.
Oh, okay. Snowfall in general. The way you said it, I thought it was like a name for an object in like Silent Hill or something. I was like, I don't remember that.
No, like the whole time you're in the fog world in Silent Hill 1, there's snow falling out of the sky.
Is it snow or ash?
Snow. Kaufman specifically says it's unseasonal
Okay.
snowfall.
The remake of
Okay.
Silent Hill 2 it offers the light, standard, and hard, and that's probably why
Okay.
I didn't have it.
I remembered it because I had played the
sure,
remaster, but they didn't always have that.
I'm pretty sure the original Silent Hill 2 had.
It says Silent Hill 2 Remake offers 3 puzzle difficulty levels: light, easiest, standard, balanced difficulty for average players, and then challenging for experienced players, requiring more complex problem solving.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Silent Hill, the original. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I guess you're right. For some reason, I thought the original did too, but I guess I'm wrong.
Which for a game like Silent Hill, I think it's kind of weird you even have that option to do like easier puzzles than what was designed with the game in mind.
I know, like Silent Hill 2 had some weird thing. Oh wait, no. The original did have puzzle difficulty. Yeah, because I looked up a puzzle guide for the original Silent Hill 2, and it's divided into easy, normal, and hard.
Oh, yeah, maybe the original did have it.
I don't remember. Like,
to be fair, it like pops up one time at the beginning, and you can't change it till after. So like, you could have picked like normal, and then like not like thought about it at all for the rest of the game. Because it's literally only at the beginning of like starting a game file that it shows up. And I imagine most people just hit with normal because like, no, I think I did the hard puzzles and then complain about it later. I think is what I did actually.
No, it says the original Silent Hill 2. The original Silent Hill 2 features a single difficulty setting for puzzles. Puzzle does not change based on the overall game difficulty. The puzzles remain the same regardless of
where are you reading
settings. Just a what's it called?
Is it an AI overview?
Do I? Yeah, just AI.
I don't think it's. I think it's wrong because I'm literally looking at like a walkthrough.
There's one more thing that we didn't consider, Ryan, which was that Restless Dreams came out later for the original Silent Hill 2 before the remaster. So it's possible the difficulty also came with that and would have been included with the guide. But like the original before Restless Dreams update could have not had it. I don't know either way, but like that could be why you guys are getting like different answers on that.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like I looked up a walkthrough for the original Silent Hill 2, and I know this is the original Silent Hill 2, and it divides the puzzles into like the difficulty modifiers. So like if you go to the for example, if you go to the old coin desk puzzle for Silent Hill 2, it divides that puzzle to easy, normal, hard, and extra.
But is that version of Silent Hill 2 that walkthrough is from, is that before or after Restless Dreams came out? Because it could depend, like they do back then. They did kind of like do bug fixes and then put it out on, like the newer discs, I believe. But like older discs would still have the earlier version.
I think the difficulty was in all versions. Hold on, let me look up difficulty. Let me look up difficulty in general for the Silent Hill wiki because that might give us a more concrete answer.
I do believe 3 and going onward. Well, going onward would stop at Homecoming, I guess, because I don't know for Homecoming. But 3 and 4 do 100% have like the difficulty 3 options and for the puzzles, I believe.
Just say you're going to do this, you should be
right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the room didn't have.
I don't know if the room had it or not. I can't even remember the room.
I was so focused on the game, like I didn't even care like the settings and stuff. That game is so good.
Baby, the baby's crying. Oh.
They don't have anything on the thing itself, but like I am seeing on the Silent Hill wiki itself, it does divide puzzles into easy, normal, hard, and extra for Silent Hill 2.
Okay, maybe it did always have it, but yeah.
Okay, this is the difference. The original had it had difficulty puzzles, but it also was with the difficulty of the game instead of just affecting puzzle level.
Oh, okay.
So if you play the game on hard mode with the hard combat and stuff like that, you would get.
You would also get the hard. Okay.
Okay.
Which they changed. That definitely changed it later on.
Too.
Yes, because I remember for mine it was separated.
But the room switched back to the just picking difficulty based on. I guess they didn't like the separate thing, so or maybe they didn't design it that way. I don't know.
Which I think the remaster probably did it after the 4 came out, and that was probably where it got introduced, was the ability to two different like difficulty splits. Yeah. Which it would have been cool for 4 to have,
right?
Or any of them. Cause I like doing hard puzzles, like low difficulty. I feel like is fair for those games, because otherwise you're just fighting like.
That's actually
lazy. You don't want to do the hard work.
I do want to do the hard work for the puzzles though, not for hitting the same monster with like.
See, that's why I like 3 so much. You could adjust it like so easily like that, and I didn't know that the remake you could do it as well. But
also for 3, hard doesn't really matter.
The director for Silent Hill F said that he thinks the best way to play the game is easy difficulty with normal puzzle difficulty.
I think that's fair. I don't like those kinds of games. I don't think they really need to be hard to be good horror games. They just need.
Yeah, but the whole fun. Puzzles. The one thing that's interesting about Silent Hill is it's more about the puzzles and less about the shooting. And I'm like, yes, there are stuff that has to be done. Those are planned tasks and stuff like that. The puzzle difficulty is what gives it the challenge that it should have. That's what makes Silent Hill so unique than Resident Evil and all the other horror games like it.
100%. I agree with that.
I did.
Like that's why I feel like easy for that normal like puzzles.
On subsequent playthroughs of Silent Hill F, I did do puzzles on like the top difficulty, and holy fucking shit.
Are they crazy?
Yeah, some of them are hard. Like some of them are really hard.
Well, what did you expect? That's what you asked for.
Yeah, true. I know, like one of the most interesting puzzles in that game was like near the beginning where you have to collect these little kind of like these wooden tablets and find out the code by deciphering what you need to find on these wooden tablets, all while you're being chased by a monster. Well, like the monster's stalking you, and you have to like keep down and hide from him.
Chase scene puzzles are always like super interesting, and those usually get pretty creative. You remember that scene in Mouthwashing with the giant horse that's like walking around? You have to like find it with sonar.
Oh yeah,
with, like the ultrasound thing. That was like those moments. Those moments are fantastic. Like uses of both horror, action, and horror puzzles.
Yeah, one of the things
Silent Hill has like a lot of examples of that.
One of the things I didn't know until recently is the whole flashlight thing with the nurses actually goes back to Silent Hill 1.
I did not know that either. I knew that was Silent Hill 2. Why was Silent Hill 2 was
in the hospital there were nurses.
For Silent Hill 1?
Well, Silent Hill 1 has the school, the hospital.
There's and I forget they have nurses sometimes because it's not, they don't use nurses the way that like Silent Hill 2 used the nurses, which became like way more iconic.
And it had a lot more going into other people's houses and stuff that the other ones.
I did find it interesting how the nurses were foreshadowing for Sybil.
Sybil comes way before.
Like the boss fight with her.
Oh.
Because the parasite on the backs of the doctors and nurses is the same parasite that infects Sybil.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Parasite's like a big aspect of Silent Hill 1.
No, you only see it on those two characters.
Yeah, but yeah, Silent Hill nurses, they're They were in part 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just weren't as big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
limited space.
They didn't have like the bubble head thing, and I feel like that like for some reason like made them less memorable to me in Silent Hill 1. Oh yeah, they're called puppet nurses and puppet doctors.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you a picture, and like I said, they barely look like nurses. In Silent Hill 1.
Oh, your audio cut out. For what, for Silent Hill 1? Wait, those are the gray kids, aren't they?
Now.
Hello, I hear you.
No, they're the nurses. They're just, it's really crappy.
PS1
graphics. They're
graphics.
like supposed to be nurses. Yeah, they're PS1
But the nurses in Silent Hill 1 have like red uniforms, I believe. Those things look entirely gray.
Only Lisa had a.
In Silent Hill 1?
Only Lisa had a red uniform.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking of Lisa then, I guess.
Isn't she in Silent Hill 2?
No, she's Silent Hill 1.
Mary's in Silent Hill 2.
Lisa's the nurse that you see with Dr. Kaufman.
Yeah, she like talks to you.
Oh, okay, yeah. No. But she's alive or whatever, like originally or whatever.
Yes.
Well, she's a.
Yeah, Lisa's a live nurse.
She's technically alive, not really. She's alive like. She's alive like
that's
Maria's
true for
alive.
You can say that about anything in Silent Hill. I feel like that's a little pedantic.
Well, no, I was gonna say
James is alive technically.
Hold on, she's basically the same thing as Maria is from Silent Hill 2.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was just straight up alive at the beginning and she just dies slowly over the course of the game. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't played Silent Hill 1 in 20 years.
So, what Lisa is a nurse that was especially kind to Alyssa in the hospital, but she was also a drug addict to Dr. Kaufman. And she dies like before the events of Silent Hill 1. And she basically shows up as a Maria-like figure. And the reason she dies and starts bleeding randomly in Silent Hill 1 is because she becomes aware of her own existence and what she is. That's what? Yeah, that's
like,
the whole scene.
Wait, I'm lost.
The whole scene where she's talking to Harry and dies, she's literally like, I know why I'm alive, even though everyone around me keep dying. I'm the same as them. I just never noticed it before. Referring to the other nurses she sees in them because she's a manifestation of Alyssa's psyche, like the other nurses are.
Oh, and the only reason she's like aware of herself is because she was the one who was good to Alyssa.
Yeah, and not only that, she became aware because like she was kind of weirdly confined to the hospital. Because like every time you interact with Alyssa, it's in the hospital.
Yeah.
With the exception of with the exception of like the final boss fight where she gets revenge on Michael Kaufman.
With the exception of when she gets revenge on Michael Kaufman?
The final boss fight where she gets revenge on Michael Kaufman.
When you fight the Incubus?
Yeah.
Huh.
He shows up, grabs Michael Kaufman from behind, and drags him while the area around them is being destroyed.
Dramatic finish.
When I first played Silent Hill 1, I didn't realize that was ash coming down at first. I thought it was just snow.
Yeah, that's what it was. Ryan, well, it's another one of those like split answer things. The movie like called it Ash, and I think that's where it got like a little more popularized. I don't know if it was originally supposed to be an Ash, but in Silent Hill 2, it's definitely called snow.
Hold on. Let me answer real quick. It is snow because Michael Kaufman directly calls it snow.
But Michael Kaufman in Silent Hill 1, he would be the doctor that Lisa got revenge on.
Yeah, Michael Kaufman is he's alive. He's alive in the game. And he specifically says to Harry that this is unusual snowfall for this time of year.
Yeah, but it being called unusual snowfall could also like lean towards it being ash. So I feel like that's one of those things where it probably was just
No,
Snow, and then later
to...
they canonized it as Ash, or like
no, because they never
left it to interpretation.
They never canonized it as Ash. It's only the movie that uses it as Ash.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Is the movie still
is that even
still
after the siren goes off?
What's up?
In the movie,
when the siren goes off, it shifts to the horror or whatever.
Oh yeah, the other world.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then the snow stops when it shifts to the other world.
But I do think that Ash shows up in the other world, but it's usually the metal.
And if you're wanting to argue extra canonical sources, since Silent Hill Shattered Memories is a reimagining of one, it gives more credence to the fact it's Snowfall.
Yes, they both give like credence to it. My point is like Silent Hill very purposely, typically likes to leave things open ended and then be like, okay, you guys decide whatever you like more. And my point wasn't that like whether or not it's genuinely canon, but more so that like they would let it be an open like option if you wanted to think of it as Ash.
Thing
like
is,
Death
I
of the
feel like
Author
they
styles
wouldn't
very
have.
much what they do.
I feel like they wouldn't have directly called it Snowfall in the first game if it wasn't snow in the first place.
That's what I'm saying, is that they would have changed it later. So it would have been Snow when they first made it. They probably didn't come up with the Ash thing. They come up with it for the movie. Like, people liked it, and then they're like, okay, it's a little bit of both.
No, like, I'd also have to disagree with that because that Snow only appears in the first game.
Okay, but like Coffin also acknowledges it as unusual snow, right?
He said that snowfall was unusual for this time of year. He didn't call the snow itself unusual.
He didn't call it. He didn't say it's unusual snow for that time of year. It was okay. Either way,
hold on.
My point being is it's like Silent Hill usually does Death of the Author thing. So like the first one probably was never meant to have like Ash. It was probably just meant to be Snow. But like I wouldn't be surprised if Shattered Memories like had Ash show up at some point. Instead, and then like kind of muddy the lore on it.
Here's the exact quote. Everyone seems to have disappeared, and it's snowing outside this time of year. Something's gone seriously wrong.
Well, that is like what I was operating.
Maybe that's what went wrong. Maybe he interprets it as snow, but it's really ash.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I don't think that they had any intention of that initially, Ryan. I'm just saying like it probably could have. It probably is like now retroactively retconned to be a little bit of both.
I don't know. I just have to disagree with that just because like again, the whole like mining town aspect wasn't even a thing until Homecoming.
Yeah, but that's why it would be retroactive.
Well, I know the game was in fact based on Centralia.
The movie was the game
was in 90. The designer Ito.
Did he say that? I thought they based it off of a specific Japanese like folklore about a haunted town that kind of worked like that.
Not once it got to America. And I understand that you know what I'm saying, you're making a distinction between America versus.
Yeah, because the original 4 games were all made in Japan, but then the movies are made by the West.
Can you get me that Ito quote? Because I don't see that anywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for you 1 second, huh?
And also you have to also realize Ito may have been also talking specifically about the movie because I believed he did do the artwork for the movie.
Which makes it weird that he did the artwork. I guess he didn't necessarily direct on it. Do you think that they wouldn't let him like have artistic vision on it, or do you think he just like chose not to be on like the director writing team for that movie?
Yeah, because the only inspiration for Centralia I'm seeing was Christopher Ganzas, who was the director, producer, and screenwriter for the original movies.
To be fair, that movie was, when did that movie come out? Because it was also, I think, a while back enough. It might not have like they might have done their like talks about the series on like magazines as opposed to like online, so it might not be like as quick to find.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I see Silent Hill as a town more based off Stephen King's books than like Centralia.
Well,
Especially-
I mean, it could be both. Like it has many inspirations.
Yeah, but like especially since like a lot of Silent Hill town street names are based off like horror writers.
Yeah. Oh, my headset's starting to die off. Which, Josh, you said you were gonna go, and it's past 11, so it might be a good time for me to head off as well.
Hold on, now you got me searching something. You're just gonna have to live with it.
Okay.
That's your fault.
I can do a little more Farm Frenzy. My headset, it's not dead yet, but it'll hold out.
If you want to quote Ito, this is a direct tweet from Ito I found. In the game, it's snow. In the film, it's ash. Just to clarify, there was no town where inspired the design of Silent Hill town in the game. To be honest, I get really tired of this.
Yeah, but the problem with it is that is a post facto 20 year later or 15 year later.
Yeah, but it does establish what they consider like the canon answer, which kind of undoes like my earlier argument about it potentially was retroactively a bit of both.
Plus, that is like the monster designer. Like, as somebody who was on Team Silent,
he's not. That's only one guy on Team Silent. The thing is, Team Silent like consistently conflicts with their answers. To be entirely real, so I remember like they kind of like flip back and forth a lot on like all the like anything they say about Pyramid Head over the years. So like he says that, but I guess it doesn't necessarily mean like that continuing forward the Silent Hill canon universe under whoever company owns it right now makes it's Believer, right? They did kind of left.
It's just Konami in general. They just license it out to smaller studios.
Okay, so they might not use his answer on that as like their established canon going forward.
Yeah, but like
that gives some credence to it. But Monster Designer alone, like as much as he's a big part of the series, like Monster Designer alone doesn't decide. I imagine.
With an answer like that, I could also just argue that like Konami wanted Silent Hill to be full of like the whole reason Silent Hill exists is because everybody's high on drugs.
Yeah, and I mean,
you know what I mean?
There is like actual in-game credence to it that you've talked about as a theory before. So like,
which I've since changed my stance on that theory.
You don't agree with it anymore?
Yeah, so I think PTV was more a way to control people that were already in the cult and get them hooked to join the cult itself.
Okay, kind of drinking the Kool-Aid a la that one Heaven's Gate cult.
Yeah, because like I think a lot of the cult itself had very much ties to the drug, but like the drug trafficking and stuff like that was also a big thing that police were looking into. And it's inferred and it's said in Homecoming directly that they would drug their members with stuff, which I think they were drugging them with PTV and then brainwashing them via PTV and stuff like that.
Okay.
Essentially, what I think, my whole opinion on the whole PTV Claudia connection is that White Claudia was most likely.
I can't hear you, Ryan. You're drowned out by 30 different things right now.
Essentially, my whole stance on the White Claudia type thing is that I think White Claudia was most likely some sort of plan were sent by the early Native Americans in Silent Hill that the cult members came and found, and they started incorporating the drug as a way to brainwash and get people into their cult.
Oh,
I can see
sorry.
that. I don't know like how much. Oh, you're good. I don't know how much evidence there is for that specifically in the games, but like I can see that. Like it would make sense if it were established as canon.
Yeah, so we know that the drug trafficking was a big thing in Silent Hill because there's multiple, like the whole side quest in
the first side
Silent
quest
Hill
in 1, or
I was thinking, yeah, the whole side quest in Silent Hill 1 was about uncovering some of the drug trafficking.
It is pretty early on in that game. That is like one of the few things I know about the first Silent Hill.
And the other thing is that like there were some Native American stuff taken and put into the cult. And I think that specifically is probably the PTV. Just because I feel like a lot of those early novels, like Americanized novels, and this is purely sort of like a thematics type of thing, have like the whole vision quest that was often put into a lot of like horror stories or stories in general. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
that
he's
is
doing
like a
that.
trip I've seen before.
Aglyphotis. It's like what he's trafficking in. I don't know if that's a real drug, but
Aglyphotis. Oh, that was the thing that.
that's what he's trafficking in.
No, PTV/White Clawdy was the drug that was trafficked. That the thing you're talking about was basically a sort of liquid created to dispel demons. Because you do find it at the end of that quest line. I don't think it's not the drug though that they were talking about. Because that's the thing that's used in 3 instances. One is the instance you can use it on Sybil in order to dispel her and get one of the plus endings. The second is Michael Kaufman uses it on the incubator, which creates the incubus because it dispels the demon out of the incubator. And the third instance is when Heather swallows it at the end of Silent Hill 3 and dispels the demon from her.
Okay, so it's like a very common like demon dispelling material, it seems.
Yeah.
No. I don't have a say.
Is what all? Wait, hold on. Which one? That's the glow system, or is it the?
The egg.
Next hour.
What is
Yeah.
it? No, I'm forgetting the name.
You could have just said no.
The glow is the thing, not the white dahlia.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I am. Oh, no wonder I couldn't complete the mission. I just need 2 more sheep.
Oh, I thought you were still looking into that. I didn't know you were still playing the game.
No, I just remember I was playing the Farm Frenzy.
Aglyphotis. That's what I'm thinking of.
Hey, baby. Is it connected by a tail? Oh my goodness, what is that? What is that?
Oh, it's a lot of bears like starting right up on this.
I am going to hop into Discord. I will see y'all later.
All right.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and head out of here.
Yeah, because I was saying before I was ready. Well, we've hit the end of our final conversation. So, thanks for joining the Great Debater, Josh, Ryan. You guys have yourselves good ones.
You
Good
too.
night.
You have a good night.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye.